It's the Sunday show. Hello.
We're doing it a couple minutes early, guys.
Not really. It's 4 o'clock on the nose. So welcome. It's Gamers with Coffee Sunday Hangout. So you know what that means? It gets a little bit crazy. So hopefully you guys have had a good week. I know Ashley here has had a good week. So she's got a
give me a
box of crazy. That's okay. So
come on.
What is this saying here? Right?
Okay, so it doesn't go to that, so I'll have to go.
Oh, so...
No, get back up.
All right, so with this, we can't really send anything to the Facebook group there.
Nope, I'm doing it right
so
now.
We'll do it on the phone then. That's okay. So if you notice, we got a little bit different setup, you guys. It's got, there it is, the name, the logo. So it's just a different service, and it does a little bit different than what we've been doing. And we'll see how this works out. We're gonna test this for a little bit. So far, it's looking pretty good. So I have to see there. We should be on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully we're on YouTube there. So
mine popped up.
So how was your guys' week? Let us know. We are just gonna.
Yep, it's up.
Oh, it is going to Facebook right there.
But it's going to the page.
Oh, just not to the group.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is it jumping all over?
Because it's trying to send it to a bunch of different people, I guess. I don't know. Don't know.
Alrighty. Well, anyways, you guys, like I said, hopefully you had a good week. Ashley here has gotten herself the Death Guard Combat Patrol box. A few people suggested that. The guy at the hobby store gave us a really good deal on it. So she walked out of there with that. And
yep, I got 4 of the group painted so far, just of the
she's getting some of them painted up.
But they are all built.
Oh, there you go. It's going to have trouble focusing.
Because it's trying to focus on your big face.
Yeah, well.
Cover your face up and it'll focus. It's trying to pick up our faces.
Yeah, this camera is not going to show all the detail. Anyways, it came out pretty cool. So far, so good. I am unsure why
it did it triple. I don't know. Didn't pop up like that over here.
But on the phone there, you've got the Facebook.
I got the Facebook.
Did you share it to the group?
Yes, I did.
All right, so we'll get it over to you guys in the group.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Wow. It's been a day. I love you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, hop in, say hi if you guys want to say hi, and we're gonna maybe today might about 5:30 or so. Generally, we go a couple hours. We'll have to see how it goes today. It's about 5:30ish. We might have to head off of here.
Send a link. All right, 1 second.
Yeah. Okay, Clint, hold on a moment there.
Come on.
There you go.
There it goes.
There's your link. Should be good.
So one is actually the group. It's popping up, and one's the page.
So it is going to both then?
Yes.
Because
at least
it's
the writing.
I bet what it is, it's counting it as a destination, and then it's jumping from one to the next.
It's a possibility.
Okay. Well, it said something about that. I wasn't quite sure. And we can share it this way, too. So, Clint's going to try and hop on in, and we shall see.
There he is.
There's Clint loading up now.
Oh, geez.
Haircut.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
Gotta change it.
Yeah, finally.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah, it looks way better, man.
Thank you. A lot lighter, for sure.
A lot lighter. All right. Well, thanks for jumping on there, Clint. You jumped on right away. Did you get your cable hooked up?
No, I'm on the phone. It just does the phone different. This is actually, it looks like this one is actually phone friendly.
Yeah, because your video is good. You were on like that.
It didn't allow on.
It was quick.
Figure I can set you for a moment. Yeah, it no problem with the phone, but it was like right there.
Don't know.
I don't recognize you with the haircut now. You sure that's Clint? It's Clint.
Well, the shirt. Come on.
Sounds like him, and he's got the white.
Yeah, I'm wearing a Godzilla shirt. I mean, come on.
Now it's a little dark there.
Yeah, it will be for a moment. I'm trying to figure out where to prop the phone to.
It's all good. It's been a fun
I
week.
can't use the work computer as my prop anymore because of where I have it.
Yoda.
Yoda.
You scared me.
Grogu, but yeah.
Who?
Grogu.
Gogu.
Grogu. That is his
Grogu.
name.
Okay.
He is a Yoda race, but
Honestly,
it's
I
not
know
actually Yoda.
Yeah. I say everyone calls him Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm. He becomes Master Grogu.
Master Grogu.
Mm-hmm.
He was the last one at Best Buy. I had to get.
Yeah.
They were all sold out. Ashley's all, please, please. I'm like, okay. All right. And then the thing talks, right?
Nice.
Let's put it up there.
That's cool.
It's got a baby laugh. So yeah.
I've been playing with it for like 2 days.
Anybody that tunes in and sees the,
What's up, baby?
don't shake it too much.
Yeah, baby. Choking baby. The order.
Shaking Yoda.
Yeah, shaking Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ashley got some of her Death Guard Patrol painted. A couple of them put together and painted. And you were looking to get what was that patrol box you were wanting to get earlier, Clint? You said, was it Dark Angels?
Yeah, I was looking at the Dark Angels.
And so do they have a combat patrol box too, or is it?
Yeah. But it's almost the same as your Space Marines.
Basically the same characters. Watch out.
Yeah, just, the Dark Angels add-ons and the paint scheme. But it's saying that, like, your 3 guys, your intercessors or whatever that are jumping and shooting, then a Dreadnought and a couple of the Primarchs or whatever. So about the same content as the Space Marines Combat Patrol.
Okay. Well, I know her box came with a lot. Oops, she took it off there. Molly for Advance says hello. I'm taking it that's Kaiser. Hello, Kaiser.
Most likely.
Did you see her? Ashley's new.
My new baby.
Apparently, she needed it for paint therapy.
Yes.
I don't buy that as a legit excuse.
Oh, I believe it.
Hey! I'm not that bad. So, Craig got us some new train, Clint.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The ruins were
Good.
so we'll do a little unboxing of that.
I think everybody's
There we go. All right. And if I can do this. Oh, yes. Nice.
Yep. So
Those
I
are
got
cool.
new paint.
So it
we'll
looks
do an
like
unboxing of that.
Quincy.
Yeah. That is pretty sweet, actually. Yeah, once you buy some of that terrain, you'll just get hooked on it like I am.
Yeah, so we're just adding a little as we go. Find a little deal.
I say we don't really have too much terrain for.
You mostly have
I've got quite a bit like
We
that.
have,
But
the kill team box that have the pipes and the doors, the
Yeah.
little barrels. That's all we pretty much we quote have.
Yeah.
I mean, Keegan has those not bunkers, not
those walls, yeah.
yeah, those wall
Benches or whatever, yeah.
fences. There you go.
Wall markers stuff, yeah.
Martyr walls, yeah. But you're painted those, but they're not hers. They're Keegan's. So.
And there is Brian from World War II.
Hello, Brian. How are you, sir? Look at Ashley's guest. She's got a guest.
He does. He sits on my desk while I paint at work.
She said it was paint therapy. Now, we hear a lot of crazy things in this world these days. Everybody makes up a reason. So, paint therapy, buddy.
Yeah.
I can't have an actual pet at work. So this is the best next thing.
And it talks.
And he talks, yes.
Hmm.
I just have to not push the button too many times. Because there's no way to change the battery in him.
Yeah, that's kind of sucks, Clint. No way to change the battery.
Well,
So
yeah.
when it's done with its talking, you're just done.
SOL. I will figure out a way to get it. But
You should get a Frankenstein and like cut it open.
don't tempt me.
Yeah. Here, let me show you this. I'll show you what the Combat Patrol looks like real quick so you know.
All right.
So I can tilt it right. Hopefully you can see it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one guy looks kind of cool. Looks
Yeah,
so
look out.
delicate.
That's your. I think the Dark Angels are really cool, but it is pretty much just your Space Marines. So,
Yeah. Oh, okay, Brian. We're not going to encourage Ashley anymore. It kind of hurts. We got lucky at the shop. The guy gave us a 25% discount. Because I was like, well, I don't know. And he's like, come on, Greg, you know what you want. I'll give you 25% off. I'm like, well, yeah. We've been dumb to say no to that anyway. It's
Yeah.
a pretty good discount. So, and so Baby Yoda is not. If that thing starts saying buy more Nurgle, it's gone.
I will figure out a way to do it.
It's gone now.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
It doesn't say recheck the program. It shouldn't say that at all.
Doesn't mean I can't put a speaker in it. Repeat.
There you go, Clint. See, we have some conduit like that too.
yeah, so this is the one I configured into this, and I can't get close enough to configured into this folder.
Ah! I
But
don't even want to tempt. Oh, Brian said it looks like Gizmo's cousin. I don't even want to attempt to get it wet. I don't even want to find out.
wow.
But I think
Wow.
it would survive water. It would survive water.
Yeah, it's mostly
Oh,
plastic.
Show Brian the noise it makes. Go on. If you're going to show it off, show it off. There you go. And that's paint therapy, buddy.
Yes.
She would have a little too much fun with that at 2 a.m. when truck drivers come in after driving for 8-9 hours straight and are really having it. Man, that would be like the hell.
Actually, I don't get too many truck drivers. I do get a lot of drunks. That's even better.
Even better.
That's even better. Now I'm gonna definitely have to do that.
I mean, use it to your advantage. You might as well.
You'd have to. There's Brian. Hold on.
There we go. Hey, Brian.
guys?
How much?
You're on a new thing.
Yeah, we're trying a new thing. This one gives us actually our background, so
See, it lets us use the background and
our actual gamers will copy it.
put the logo up there.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah.
It's a lot clearer to watch Clint eat and drink whatever that is.
Cereal.
Man, you got a haircut, brother.
Yes, I did.
Man, you got chopped.
Yeah, I did, man. This is my summer
good.
cut.
That's
Thanks.
I'm wondering how many people we can get on here. Come on, people, let's join in.
This service will let us put 6 up, and we've had 6 before with the
Not
other,
on this service.
but not on this number.
No, not on
Well,
that.
this lets us though.
So you gotta find a
It's
spot.
supposed to,
But
yeah.
I like the way it lets us do the background and a few other
Yeah, now I need to stand. Need one of those little things like you got that holds the phone.
Oh, you mean a little stand? I got an extra one I can give you.
Yeah, until I get the rest of the stuff done here. But once I get the rest of the stuff done here, then we'll switch it over to the camera and the laptop because
We can get it to you today
internet working.
for a special price of $49.95.
No, that's okay.
Limited price.
Nothing. That's what you always hear. It's easy. We'll get you one. It's only $49.95.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
like, huh?
You know what I do? I was watching Mel and I were watching TV, and they're plugging all these like food delivery companies, like
Oh, yeah.
McDonald's, or we'll go Taco Bell for you, or whatever. For all you stoners that are too stoned to go get you some Taco Bell. Anyway, I'm sitting there. I'm like, you know what we need? We need a game, like gamer delivery. Like, oh my god,
That could be dangerous.
Right. My D20,
Yeah.
I forgot my dice for my D&D game. Hey, go get the,
That could be
gamer's
dangerous.
pickup.
That could be dangerous.
I was like, oh, damn, I need a new Nurgle half squadas, whatever.
No. Shh. No. Because,
I have too much shit to paint right now.
here's stuff so innocuous.
You can
Is
always
that another
paint.
delivery?
You can always play with unpainted stuff. It's not going to hurt you.
No, I have OCD when it comes to it. I can't. Everything has to be painted.
I hear that. You say that now, but give it like you're 10 years into the hobby, you're like, ugh, I want to actually play with this stuff now. I can't wait.
No, let's just put it this way. I did 4 of my Pock Walkers at work last night, or Friday night.
Damn.
And it took me 8 hours almost, 7 hours.
That's
But
cool.
there's so little, you could just spray paint them.
There we go. I did use the word computer.
You did?
Yeah,
There
that's
you
what I'm
go.
propping the phone up against. There
Yeah,
we go.
it's good for something other than working from home, right?
No, it's good for working for, yeah.
Just keep,
Well, at least I can
keep your
finish my school.
chair off, Frank, because he's got a built-in motorized with heat chair, Brian. He doesn't need to be running during the show. It's just background noise.
No, I got the sloth, though.
As long as you go, woohoo!
It's like, woo!
There you go.
Special chair.
Yeah.
Popular with the ladies. And some of the fellas. Looks like modeling for advantages on the screen. Did you guys do that yet?
The sloth.
No, I believe that is
That's good.
Wednesday.
Oh my god, you got a dead rodent on your neck, man.
What?
It's a
Good
sloth.
Oh,
vibrate.
it's like what we bought Mom. Mom got the cat.
It's a massage sloth.
There you go.
Yeah.
Doesn't he just vibrate though? It's not really.
Yeah, he just, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of been helpful the last day or so. So,
We got
yesterday,
our mother or his mom one, but it was the cat.
I want a slave Leia one.
I bet you would.
Vibrates on my
put it on your shoulder as easily.
Hello, Keegan.
Oh, so not going to YouTube now?
What do you mean?
There we
It
go.
didn't pop up showing it's going to.
You said it. You didn't say it to go.
No,
to
it was
YouTube.
going. That's how.
It was going to
Brian
YouTube.
came in. But the last comment didn't come in. Or go through.
Yes. Still can't see the comments, which kind of sucks, but oh well.
Oh, you can't?
No, I can't. It's taking up my entire screen with the
Oh, I
app.
guess it did. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I can see the comments, but I can't like comment on the comments on the Melon app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could on the other one, though, right?
No, I couldn't.
No,
on
I
the
couldn't
other
do
one.
that. I could do private messages that weren't private.
Yeah, we figured that one out.
Well, yeah, there's private messages.
I'll tell you, you should be able to do a private message on this one.
Oh, there you go.
Let's find out. You guys ready?
Okay, let's see.
Let's
Get
see.
your
He's
edit
gonna send
button
them.
ready.
Who are you sending it to, though?
I don't know. I just plugged in something.
There you go. It showed up. We
Clint,
sent it
did you
back.
get them?
Yeah, but everybody got it.
Yeah, sort of.
It's probably just private to like the people on the screen, maybe.
Maybe.
Because it's not in.
So YouTube guys, did you see did you see a message come up? Did that come up on the YouTube? No,
It did come up on Facebook.
or
The
Facebook
meeting did.
or YouTube.
Wow.
It didn't on YouTube.
It didn't? Okay, yeah. So
So that's what it is. It'll
it's
be
just
a
up
message
on this.
to,
It's just for whoever's.
Yeah,
we're just
that's a
trying
total
to
option for me.
see how it goes.
Let go away.
What are you doing, Clint?
Well, when it went into the private message thing, it turned my entire screen into a keyboard, so I can't see anything with a giant keyboard that I can't get to go away.
Oh, that's weird.
Go back to Stream Chat.
I don't have. If I have that option, I can't see it.
Oh,
There we go. Because the keyboard took over my screen.
okay. Well, we didn't know. We're trying to.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you.
What do you mean, Keegan? You have to have another screen up.
He might have dual screens. I don't know. So with this, Brian, it's like I told Clint, and we were doing it a few days ago. We just did a test one.
Yeah, when I unboxed my guys.
Yeah, this service is less expensive than Restream by a couple $100 over the year.
Damn.
So it would be about $200, almost $40 cheaper.
Wow.
Since I'm paying for it, I want to be able to do like with this. It'll allow me to put the background up that you see because we got R3 and then we got our logo. The logo is up there on the top right. Of course, it kind of blocks the top right of Clint's ceiling, but we don't really need to see a ceiling. So I'm just trying to find something that works good because for me to do this at Restream, I have to upgrade, an expensive upgrade. Like,
This looks fine. There's no.
Yeah, I was saying. That seems okay.
It seems to be going really well.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Mythos from Frost and Fist, he said he liked it. He said he thought it looked more professional. So we're just trying. This is the second time using it. I paid for a month. I thought I'll see how it goes. If it goes okay, then I will, go with it.
Hey, cheaper is good.
Well, it
if
gives us the option of putting up our own logo. That's what we liked about it.
to do that at Restream, it's
You can't really see
considerably
it
more.
though. You guys might need to tile it because the only thing I can see is just like a
Well,
sword.
Yeah. I wonder if this will show you.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
We see
Yeah,
this.
but it's up here, up in this corner.
Oh yeah, the corner one's there, but like your background.
Let's see how you got the background,
Yeah.
so people can see that.
I think
Even-
if we get more people, it might make
Yeah,
the
yeah.
boxes smaller and you'd be able to see them a little bit better.
Yeah, I would assume so.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
there you go. So now we'll have to put this kind of back.
Did you guys watch the series, The Mandalorian?
No.
I did.
Yes.
I watched
Yes.
the beginning one.
It's okay. I mean, it's
It was all right.
it's better Star Wars than the movies. I give you that.
Yeah, it was good.
But it's still, Star Wars. I mean, I used to be a huge Star Wars fan, but I think I kind of outgrew it, to be honest with you. I'm not saying people who watch it are, whatever, but I don't know. I'm a big Star Trek guy, but I don't like the new stuff. I like the old.
Where'd it go?
I don't mind the new
Where did they use
movies, but yeah, we started watching Picard last night, and I wasn't really impressed.
Not at all. And then, like, STD,
I like that one.
it's just no one.
The one
You
where
don't
it
like
says
any
that
of the
one.
characters. You just
That
don't
one.
give a damn about anybody. They're just not.
That's what I just did. That one.
That one.
Did you guys get any
There
gaming in this weekend or this week?
No, I had a
Well-
motorcycle fall on me.
He had a
Oh, that's
motorcycle.
not
on him.
No, not so much.
But we've been trying to do other things like this, so I know we got a couple little unboxing things up and another one coming.
Yes,
So-
Keegan, we've gone over this. He's gotten a haircut.
Yes, Clint got a haircut. Wow, Clint, people are wondering.
Yeah.
You got a beard cut too. You got your beard trimmed.
No, this is actually how it's been. It just the hair always made it look different. It's actually just been like this the whole time.
Right on. Look at this. We all got grays on our beards.
He's
Hey,
yeah.
now.
it's getting longer so that he can save more food.
Even Ashley's got a little
No,
gray.
my wife wants to braid my goatee when it's a little longer.
Braid it.
Yeah,
You're not a Viking, Clint.
yeah, but she is.
Well, go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like my grandmother was from Norway, so we
Yeah.
like stock.
my wife is Norwegian and it's Icelandic, so yeah.
Right on. Yeah, I think I'm Norwegian, Scottish, and French. So That's total area for Viking
Yeah.
pillaging.
So, Clint, you had a light green motorcycle fall on you?
Yeah, light green. Yeah. No.
Like, did it fall out of the sky, or like?
No, we were moving my daughter's final stuff from the storage garage, and her boyfriend has a larger dirt bike. And while we were unstrapping it, it fell over on me. It nailed my shoulder directly with the handlebar.
Ooh, yummy.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, so I got a
Nice
nice
to
bruise on my shoulder now. Ow.
I used to ride dirt bikes as a kid, man, and I saw my friend get hit a tree, and I'm like, done.
Yeah. No, he used to race and everything, but
Well, as long as you're okay.
yeah.
You look
Well, I
like
mean, as
you're
okay as I can be. You know, I'm never okay.
What you can
I
do
mean,
is-
mentally, yeah, we already know
We're
that.
talking physically, you're okay.
Yeah.
I can write you a note for work on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You think of some stupid
The
freaking
bar, yeah,
excuse for it.
your boss is like, oh, a motorcycle fell on you. Right.
Yeah. Well, it's better than a dog.
She'd believe it, but anyway. Before I forget,
Greg,
Greg,
yeah,
did
most likely.
you see Joy's email about the inbox stuff? Before I forget to ask you again.
Get the TP, what is it, the TP report or
TPS report? No.
TPS report? Yes, I got the report.
Which
I
apparently
just say,
there actually
what
is a
email?
TPS report.
No, sure.
You know, some companies have it.
That's funny. I've never worked in a cubicle. Well, I take that. 1 year in college. 1 year in college, I worked at like 5 different like telemarketing companies because they were all like paid training. So I'd go in for the paid training and then I'd quit. I'd go in for the paid training and quit just because I was a stupid kid and didn't
Oh,
want
wow.
to and just get paid for your shit. So there you go.
Then you left.
There you go,
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Something to do when you're in college and you don't really want to work, but you're working and getting paid for it. So there you go.
Clint's gonna have to turn his mic down. His thing keeps going off when Brian talks. It's not with us. It's just Brian.
I don't know if I can adjust the mic on this.
That's through his phone.
It's
Unless
through
it's
the,
your
yeah, it's a
volume.
mic on the cord. I can either mute it or unmute it. That's all I can do.
Oh,
What happens when I talk? What happens?
well, on our end at least, it shows basically like a yellow box on whoever
Yeah.
talks. So when you talk a lot, clicks goes off.
Yeah, because he's not
Well,
talking.
Yeah, there's also, it's picking up noise. There's a fan going in this room.
Oh,
and
maybe that's what
so
it is.
it's catching other sounds.
See, Brian, when you talk, people listen.
That's right.
Yeah.
My copy.
Electronics shut down.
They're like, don't, you're squashing your fingers.
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry, baby boy. You didn't know you were right behind me.
All right.
So you gonna paint up all those Germans that you've been unboxing, or are you gonna do something with those?
They're right here.
No, okay. You gonna
But yeah,
plan?
I
or
will paint them. No.
is that your? I thought your army was. I thought you were.
So this one, Brian, is the Flames of War.
Oh, that's right.
I traded for the Necrons. Now, all I've done with that, 2 or 3 days ago, I did the unboxing. I kind of sorted them, and then I'm going to start putting them together. I didn't have any Zap Gaps, so now I got some Zap
No,
Gaps.
you don't have it anymore.
And
don't
then
have it anyway.
then
I
she
have it
took
all.
She took it.
do you use Zap for your plastics?
Yeah, I like it. That or that Tamea. You know,
Oh,
the
is it
little
seamed?
Japanese too?
Yeah,
That's
is it
great to get into steams.
is it plastic cement or is it super
what
glue?
is
Yeah.
Tamea there?
I use that.
That years ago. It works good on
This
really
is-
thin things.
Yeah, I use.
That's what I use for the plastics.
Yeah, I use plastic cement too. I use twine too. So look at that.
Yeah, I like the Tamiya
Where did
for
that?
just the plastic. Yeah.
Where's
See, I
that
don't like the
Tamea?
extra thin.
Oh,
I've had a lot of problems with the extra thin.
Really? Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah.
It's really good.
no.
I built some tanks, and then later when I picked them up, they just fell apart
Really?
because the glue wasn't holding them. When I went to the cement part, no problem. Now I use Zap-A-Gap if there's metal or resin. That's like the Victory at Sea ships are all using the Zap-A-Gap.
For me, I've gotten used to the Zap-A-Gap, and it more or less, it almost acts like it welds the plastic. Like changes it and it melts it, bonds it, is what it seems like it's doing when you.
That's what the plastic cement does too. If you push them together and it melts the plastic together.
Well, I haven't had any of my tanks fall apart at all. So anyways, back to what you were asking me on that was, this is the Flames of War set. So I have not put that together yet. Oh crap! Ashley's glasses and Jones are behind here. So what I've got to do is put that together. My Team Yankee stuff is pretty much all painted, Brian. Other than the artillery I got some RD pieces, some the 901s, Clint, I think.
Yeah.
I got those, and I've got them put together and base coated, but I just haven't applied the camouflage pattern. But the rest of them I have in a case I got from Miniature Market, so they're all sitting there in a case. And
Miniature Market, man, I buy a lot of stuff there too.
Yeah, they have some good deals, man.
Got some cheap stuff there,
yeah.
Well, if you're gonna go spend $100, let's face it, you may as well get free shipping.
Sure.
Yep. Well, yeah, and for us, it's in Missouri, it's a state below us, so shipping's fast.
It's real fast here. You order it.
I've had a couple issues with them, like some customer service issues, but I mean, for the most part, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Any issue. But I mean, I guess everybody. Shit, man, I ordered something from Modiphius like 2.5 months ago, or no, a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I wrote them, because they're in Britain, and all the stupid stuff going over there for BritX and all that crap. And I wrote them, and I'm like, "Hey, man, what's the status?" "Oh, sorry, dude, we didn't do it." I'm just like, "What the?"
Yeah, my son ordered Call to Arms.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Call to Arms from Modiphius, straight from their store. No problem. We got it in about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Well, that's cool.
At most. The Brexit thing, those in charge don't want to give up their powers. They're kind of just making everything hard to do.
Yeah,
man. I'm telling you guys, it's going to get to a point where shipping from Europe to or I should say Britain to U.S. is going to be too expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even sending something to Canada is getting to be ridiculous. And the paranoia, they got to check every little thing, and they want to know what everybody's sending. I can't believe it took that long to send a toy helicopter to David. It was just, to me, stupid.
You got it's funny because Warlord Games keeps releasing their updated shipping policies and stuff, and the value added tax and all the extra crap that they tack. I don't know, man. It's just going to end up being like it used to be, finding that stateside distributor instead of buying direct. So,
David, how are you, sir? You showed up. Sorry about that, Brian.
And that means you more than likely aren't going to have access to the full catalogs to these foreign companies, because distributors not going to carry everything. Usually they do, but so it kind of sucks.
Well, I have to wait and see now.
And dude, that's all government. That's all government. It has nothing to do with the shipping company's ability to get things to there, in a decent price. It's all government inclusion.
Oh, David.
But I guess we won't get into that.
I hear you.
That's a conversation we could most definitely talk for quite a bit on there, Brian.
What?
Outside of gaming.
Sorry.
There's a lot. Oh, where's your headset? It's right here, but since it has
I'm going to smack you upside your head.
Part of the desk.
I will smack you upside your head.
There's a surcharge.
I will smack you upside your head.
You got to get used to it. It's
add it to the salt jar.
You have a cuss jar.
I have a cuss jar. You got a battery jar.
I've got bandages, and I'm walking with pain. How you doing, Greg? Well, the assault jar is paying off. I'm making money, but it's going to hurt.
I just bought a new Land Raider for my battery, jar.
See that look? I'm probably gonna get hurt later. In case I don't show up next week. Oh hi. Anyways, hello, David. You walked in on a goofy show, so yeah. But things are getting expensive on some stuff. I don't know. Some of the companies are shipping pretty quick. We kind of live next to a Amazon hub, so Amazon for us works pretty
Sometimes.
good, man. For the most
I mean, we
part.
do too.
Yeah.
We got a big Amazon hub down in Austin, which isn't like an hour. It's an hour away from us. So, but no. You know who really gets the shaft are the friggin' Australians and the New Zealanders, man. If they didn't have like Eureka and Battlefront, they wouldn't have nothing down there, dude.
Yeah, they would. That'd be.
I mean, Flames of War comes out of there, and then Eureka comes out of there. But man, other than that, I mean, shipping to Australia is got to be
a lot of Battlefront stuff was made in Malaysia. It says.
I ordered a couple model kits from Hong Kong.
Did you ever get them?
Yeah, 2 weeks later, boom, right there, no problem.
That's weird. Especially coming from Hong Kong. Well, it's China that we have a problem with, not Hong Kong.
Well, you might. Well, yeah, but it depends if they had an outlet here too in the States. Some of them have little shipping centers or areas to rent to store
No,
products.
it was with the custom forms and stuff. It was from Japan.
Yeah, it's just everything is becoming a pain to try to do. You can't do something simple. Really? Yeah.
Really?
What? Really? What? What'd I do?
Man, you're down in a monster, huh?
Yeah, that's like the giant 94-ounce monster.
94 ounces.
I never could do those energy drinks. It gets me out.
I don't have
Just
a
a
problem with
second.
them.
So
Just click on it.
there we go. So there, Mr. Annex or Dave. So what? You got yourself Combat Arena? Do you know about Combat Arena, Clint or Brian?
I've heard of it.
Is that a Barnes and Noble specific, like repackaged something? I heard that GW is trying to get more into kind of like the not department store, but the box stores like Walmart, Walmart, and Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, they have some exclusives. So
I think they're trying to repurpose some of their packaging to kind of.
Well,
Isn't that
it's not exactly repurposed. Here, Blitzball. This is Barnes and Noble only, but this is not. It's its own game. It's not a repackaged anything except some of the minis. This is like a light version of Blood Bowl. It's actually a lot more fun.
I would not personally pick up Blood Bowl because it's too long.
No, it's just too involved.
3 to 4 hours to play. But Blitzball, I played with Clint. When they first sentenced us to a shed to work out of.
I stumbled across a new.
Leave that there for a minute.
Have you ever heard of Peter Pig? That's a company out of France.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
They make a game called what is it? Shadows over Normandy or something. But it's basically like the old bookshelf Chet, the little Chet pieces game.
Yep.
But it's like World War II. They have a huge World War II. But anyway, they came out with a Warhammer 40K box. Can't remember what it was called, but so it's like 40K, like with rhinos and Space Marines or whatever. But they're like little Chets.
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting.
Huh? That's cool.
Let me look that up. Let me see what that.
Yeah, you'd have to look that up and share that because that'd be kind of cool. So David said it's like 40K Ever Chosen with Blackstone Fortress. Now I've heard of Blackstone Fortress, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty massive.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Maybe it's not Peter Pig. What the hell is that called?
That'd be an interesting name.
It's French.
What is that called? Devil Pig. Excuse me, Devil Pig is the name of the company. and their game. It's called 40K Heroes of Black Reach.
Okay.
And again, it's like it's like a self-contained. It's almost like a board game, but they use the little chests that you'd see in the old Avalon Hill bookshelf games.
Yeah.
It has Ultramarines and Orcs.
Yep. It's been a while
that's
since
something-
that's been out.
I've never even heard of it until recently.
What was it called again? So I can look. this
Heroes of Black Reach.
Yeah.
I think it can't. Let's see. I'm on the
Yeah, some of
What's
that's
it drop up for history?
up. Yeah, we're not.
Right there to the right.
It is. Yep. Hold on a second. Heroes of Black Reach board game. Tactical scale says.
So it looks pretty
Oh, okay.
interesting.
Yeah, it does have the hex tiles.
Those
Yeah.
aren't technically hex, they're square tiles.
I'm sorry, square
it's
tile.
the Car Wars scale stuff, as I call it.
It looks kind of cool. It's something. I don't know what the price is like here. Let me see what the price.
The one we saw looked like $80, $79.99.
Yeah, it's a pretty big set from my understanding.
Something to take on maybe the road. You could play your 40K, but not have to pull all your minis. But I guess you could do that with video games too.
Oh, you found it at Devil Pig Games, right?
Yeah, Devil Pig. Yeah.
There it is.
Box is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
interested in their.
But it doesn't look like there's actual miniatures on there.
They're like
No.
Yeah, there isn't.
Yeah.
they're
The cardboard tits.
I'm interested in their Shadows over Normandy, which is like their weird war based one.
The heroes of Normandy, or
I
There's one on here that says Heroes in Normandy.
Yeah, Heroes of Normandy is their World War II, and the rules all come from that one. But there's Heroes of Stalingrad, and then they got their Weird War, and then they just used the same rules, but they made a 40K version of it.
Well, looks like there's
Heroes of Russia.
Let me get your Russians and Germans on.
Yep. Here's the
But they have a lot.
Stalingrad.
They have a lot. They have a lot of cool expansions. They got if you're playing the World War II version, you get like different units and then different airborne and like tanks, and then you can get like
Oh yeah, the Shadows over Normandy. Yeah, that does look pretty cool.
oh yeah, the Weird War one looks
Yeah,
pretty cool. It's like
That's one I wouldn't mind having. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about some of this, so real quick. I went to put keywords in for the unboxing of the
Combat
Patrol. Okay.
So we got
And I got a message back. Hold on. And it says they rejected me, and the reason they're rejecting me for trying to post the video is shocking content. It's an unboxing
Is this
of
YouTube?
Warhammer. Google sent me that. They said I'm trying to put up shocking content. I'm like, they're poxwalkers, and I took a picture. I mean, we took pictures of these guys, right? And a picture of your box that's in your bag or wherever it's at.
I'm not digging it out right now.
It's the box. It's just the box. And
It's all just automated. Just
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
like,
Shit, my painting clip they thought was a sexual toy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's 2 times now. They don't
Like I said-
understand what they're looking at. I'm like, what?
Like I said, every week, every single week, at least 2 or 3 times, I get dinged on my Facebook group, and for like whatever, it's a weird World War II group, so there's Nazis and Soviets and whatever,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, the hateful organization or hateful imagery, and what I'm just like, dude, it's a World War II.
They're going to have to just
Photo.
grow up. Yeah, and deal with it.
But I think honestly, I think it's all because I dispute every single one, and most of it gets redacted, but it's all just some computer. It's all their algorithm crap.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Well, that's the thing. It's picking stuff up and it's labeling
Stupid, yeah.
it as something that it's not because it's not a person thinking or reasoning on it. So,
Yeah.
because it says unboxing Combat Patrol, that is shocking. I don't know
telling
how
you.
that's shocking.
This moral policing is going to destroy the friggin' internet, dude.
It's ridiculous. Here's how I look at it. Either you have freedom, and maybe you'll get offended. If you're going to get offended, you're going to have to deal with it because it's
Pull your
not.
big panties
You
up.
have nothing. You know what I mean?
It's
And
just
so now
so
it's-
ridiculous that we live in a generation now that are so just overly sensitive, and I get it. You don't want to, I hear you, but there's always going to be a jerk. There's always going to be a jerk in the mix,
It doesn't matter. It's always
Now-
like that.
and it's
It
just
doesn't matter where you are. You could be across the country or across the world, and you're going to have someone who goes and throws a little tantrum because it's not the way they wanted it.
Yeah.
And I get that. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Problem
see,
is the
you're
people in charge are listening to them.
Yep. And you're.
I mean, I want
Right,
to be
Brian?
inclusive. I want to, I don't want to disparage anybody, but again, like you guys saying, you cannot please everybody, so you're
No.
not.
It has nothing
So-
to do with disparage. With freedom comes you're a big boy.
Exactly.
If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't, go somewhere else. If you
Freedom
don't,
isn't just for your speech; it's for everybody.
it's for everybody.
I'm not trying to back haters, but listen, if you want freedom, there's always going to be a jerk, and there's always going to be people that you disagree with. You can either turn the channel, engage in a discourse, or whatever.
I hear things that bother me all the time, but see now you can't even advertise your YouTube video because somehow the words Combat Patrol are offensive. That's
Hate
what the
that,
company
yeah.
put on the box of miniatures. It says Combat Patrol.
Yeah.
It's the Death Guard Combat Patrol. I have no idea how that was considered shocking.
I would see Death Guard being more offensive than Combat Patrol.
Listen,
that's
you
what
guys
I
have
got.
touched. You guys have touched on it before, where GW is getting a lot of a lot of pressure.
They are getting a lot of.
for PC. You watch, guys. You give the next edition, it'll be lessened. You watch. The next
Oh yeah,
edition will
they're
be.
going to go and make them more.
Nicer.
The backgrounds won't be there. They'll be more generic. They won't be so hardline. I mean, they're already doing that with the Imperium, isn't they? In the Emperor Dead or some stuff now.
Well,
No.
the thing is
No,
it's
he's
not
still
even-
around.
Still around.
It's a game. It's a game. So
I don't know.
that's all it is. It's not.
People just need to stop bitching about shit. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's getting
It's
ridiculous.
everyone's going to have their opinion.
And
And
it's funny
they need to
because
suck it up. It's like people even my age are starting to do the exact same thing, especially when I'm painting these at work. They come up with, oh, that looks offensive. Why do you have them here?
it's like the genre that the genre I target, that I center on, is World War II. So I am rife with hate. Like, oh, you're a fucking Nazi. You're trying to back fascist ideals. I'm like, dude, I'm not. I'm talking about World War II. And it's just, it never ends. Never ends.
Well, here's how lopsided it is. So I can put up the unboxing video of this. What does it say?
German!
German Panther Force, right? So I did the little unboxing of this. I put it up. No problem. Not at all. But I put up Death Guard Combat Patrol. Nope. You can't do that. That's shocking. I'm like, so makes no sense to me because these are games. I'm not posting anything that's some horrid thing. It's a game. And history happened. They need to maybe read history.
Yeah,
But
they need to.
Nowadays, kids don't even go to school or learn, and
No, they learn more, I think, where they're at this point.
let's just put it this way. I had to learn cursive. Most of my stuff was handwritten in cursive.
Yeah.
My kids don't know how to sign their names.
Speaking
Evie
of
does.
Just need an X.
Evie was taught cursive. They still teach it where Evie's at.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you're right, though, Brian. It'll all get toned down again.
it will, and it'll just slowly become more and more just generic, and they'll still have the imagery, and until the algorithm see imagery, like, oh, there's a skull, 40K screwed.
Yeah.
They're already getting in trouble for what was that lawsuit over them for something about that they're it's like bigotry and
Like
just all sorts of stuff.
misogyny
Wasn't enough
bigotry.
female characters yet. You have all these female
I
characters.
said, there's a lot of female characters. Granted, most of them don't have very good clothes on.
We were
That's
we
not
were
true.
talking about, I'm a big James Bond fan, right?
Oh yeah, no, that.
I'm a big James Bond fan, right? And the
Yeah.
new James Bond's gonna be a woman, right? And
Wait, what?
I don't care, but it's not James Bond.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
come up with a new badass secret agent woman. Don't make it James
Yeah.
Bond. Just make it a woman,
Yeah.
or it just crap like that. It's just like
So are
what,
they gonna make
what
the
if they did a
Charlie
reboot
thing?
of Ellen Ripley as Eric Ripley? Dude, the world would lose their mind.
You can't. I mean,
Yeah.
some things you just gotta leave alone.
Just
They're
come
just
up with your
stories.
own stuff. Just
Yeah.
stop
Come up with something
repurposing or altering. It's just
Well,
ridiculous.
if they-
Well, look at Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
They made it into a female.
She always
Well, I
was a
mean-
female.
Yeah, in the Marvel universe, it was always a female. But in
Yeah.
DC, Captain Marvel
Was a male.
Right.
yeah, damn, yeah.
I guess
Which
my
I'm
point
surprised they got
is
away with the same name.
why bring the politics into games or to comics or
It's just
into what we're
that's what
doing?
the world is now, man.
Well-
Listen, I was a huge comic guy. I mean, I had 80 long boxes of comics. I had a huge collection, and I was devout Captain America fan. I was devout Punisher, Army at War. Anyway, I had a bunch of stuff, man, and I stopped reading comics after Civil War. Everybody loves the Civil War storyline, but when I was in it, Cap was not acting like Captain America.
Yeah.
And it became very political. And I'm just like, man, I'm reading this stuff and it's just mimicking the political climate of the day. It's
it
not
should.
about Cap kicking the hell out of Nazis or Hydra. It's about political crap. And I'm done. I see that
That's
every
why
Yeah.
the Han Solo film went.
my entertainment, I don't want all that.
Yeah, you want to be entertained. You don't want to listen.
Yeah, you want a fantasy setting, not a fake reality setting. Yeah.
I mean, there's a time and place for all that, and I get it, but it was just completely inundated with whatever political slant, be it right or left, from the writer. It's just like, okay, I get it, vilify this group and vilify this group, blah, 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 whatever. It's just like,
So that's why I don't
They want to
ever
have a
watch.
say in everything.
So I never watch the Law and Order stuff. I mean, it's all just, we can't come up with anything original, so we'll use something we found in the news and just make it stupid.
yeah. I don't know, but
It is what it is.
it is. It's just
Yeah.
I mean, it's always been like this. I mean, nothing's changed. It's just it's more prevalent because everything, we're a lot
I would
closer now.
maybe- I would maybe disagree with you a little bit on it. It has always been there, but never in my lifetime have I ever seen it at this degree. And
Well,
I
and
work
then-
in the media, and I'm telling you, you guys don't
Yeah.
understand what's being done.
And the reason why is that we're all connected, with this social media, man. Across the planet, we're that much closer, and we see everything. Back in the day, 1900, you only knew about the 10 square miles around you, and maybe whatever the paper told you. You didn't know what was going on in
Yeah.
Chicago or Detroit or New York, unless it was something huge. But now, we get every single possible thing instantly.
Well, and sadly, to me, it's about 2 or 3 things constantly because I'm telling you, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot other than what couple little stories you see,
Oh yeah,
me and Clint talk all the time. There's just, I don't know, man. That's a different show too. But it affects gaming. It all affects our gaming because they're changing our games to conform to agendas. They're changing our games because maybe they don't like the way something sounds. It's not right.
I'm a Pathfinder player, like first edition Pathfinder. That's what I play. And when the second edition came out, they did like a beta or whatever. But anyway, at the intro of it, they had this big political diatribe about being inclusive and all the different cultures and sexes and gender. I'm like, why is that even included? Why?
Yeah, why do you need that?
What is that even for? I mean,
Yeah.
the people playing, that's on them. Why is it an extra note to be printed in your book about
Because anymore
equality?
they have to have it.
It,
It's like
it,
what?
Yeah,
Just
Someone
weird.
would go and throw a fit, and
they're
It's like a
trying to.
disclaimer. Hey, we said
Basically.
something, so if somebody
Yeah.
does something, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
It's like-
exactly.
Sure.
It's
But
just,
that's
it was
how
just
you get-
weird.
That's how you get people to self-enforce it too.
But whatever. Whatever. It's all good. I mean, again, I'm inclusive, man. Look, I'm a libertarian, and politically, I want maximum freedom with as little governance as possible, and I want everybody to live the way they want to, just as long as you don't infringe on my way of life. So I'm totally inclusive to everybody. But there's a discipline there that if you want freedom, you're going to have to accept other people who think different than you. You're just going to have to. You're going to have to just either not deal with them or just, okay, you're, whatever. Just as long as I don't infringe on you and you don't infringe on me, let's just live in peace, man.
That's
But again, there are going to be people who aren't going to get along.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. They need to keep that out of the comics, the games,
But they won't,
the
though.
movies. But
Look
there's
at how they changed Resident Evil.
they're
Have you seen
no, I
Resident Evil
don't
'Three?
follow
How
Resident
they?
Evil as much as you do.
Yeah, no. They made Nemesis more female-ish, and he's a bad male.
They change everything.
And yeah, no, you don't do that to some of these characters, especially with some of them that are majorly more boyish. They literally made into a girl almost.
Yeah, I don't know.
With number 2,
It's
the
politics.
remake,
but
it
Just
was
come up with just come up with a female bio
that
construct.
guy,
well, if you're gonna go and remake a game, do not change the characters.
that's what he's saying. Just come up with
Yeah.
your own.
Just come up
You
with a
got
new
Resident Evil, come up with a different chapter. A different thing. But it's insanity. So
It'll say Resident Evil, and it says, and it's that time of month.
Oh my god!
And it's like, "Ugh." It's like a giant female nemesis that's extra pissed. I went there, guys. I totally went there.
Bye.
Sent the hate mail to Brian Cottrell.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so going back to gaming, Melanie
Hold
back
on,
here in the
hold on.
background,
Hold on,
she's
Brian.
been hooked on. What
Hold
game are you playing
Hold
again,
up.
baby? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold up.
He's trying to talk.
What character did they swap in Silent Hill?
Are you guys talking
I don't
about
know.
swapping and silent?
Well, David just said, are we talking about gender swapping like in Silent Hill?
I don't think. Well, Silent Hill has a bunch of different chapters, so they have male
Yeah,
and female.
that's-
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever done a gender swap.
I don't think so.
It's more or less.
Because, I mean, the two I know of, one is you're a female and one you're a male.
It's more or less to David. I'm just going to answer him like this. We're just,
Yeah, they're like.
Oh! Yeah, okay, that's the movie, though.
But we basically
Oh,
are
the
just
movie.
talking about.
Well, in the movie, instead of it being
Oh, the guy. Yeah, they did.
guy, it was the mom.
That wasn't bad though. I mean,
No, I mean,
because
that's not really...
Silent Hill is like every game is like kind of like a new chapter or a different chapter. Of
Yeah.
What
So
they
you-
need to do is just keep the political agenda out of the games and movies. Let the games and movies be what they are, and stop trying to force everybody to conform. Because a very small group at the top are trying to force everybody to conform to what they think. That's why it's not working out so well. And I don't know. I think they just need to leave it alone. Like Han Solo, I wanted to see that when it came out, and I heard about it. And I'm like, nope, I'm not going to see it. Because you're not
Yeah,
thinking Star Wars
Yeah.
making political statements. I don't want
Luckily,
to see
it
that.
bombed.
I was hoping it did, and it tanked really good.
Yeah, it
That's
did
fine.
tank. Oh, yeah. I
It
see
wasn't that
why.
good. I've seen it. It
Yeah,
I've
but-
never been so annoyed by a Star Wars droid as that movie.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of people who said that was ridiculous what they did to it.
I watched the first one with Ren,
Oh god, those are awful.
I believe, right after Disney took over him.
Oh, the Force ones, yeah.
Whatever one it was.
Those are awful.
And
The Disney Star Wars. Oh my god, they're awful.
They were okay. I mean,
The only good one is Rogue One. That was awesome.
Rogue One is beautiful.
That was great. That's probably my second best all time Star. First being Empire, and then Rogue
Yeah.
One. That was really good, and it had a female character, and I wasn't like, oh, it was a girl. No, it was like, damn, that was badass.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with gender, nothing. It was just there was a brand
That's
new
what you need to
female character.
Our anniversary's coming. I want a BB-8.
No.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
Oh, that's the ball.
The ball.
The rolling ball, yeah.
I
Yeah.
want
They have a remote control one of that, doesn't it? That drives
I
around.
believe so.
Yeah.
Could get an R2D2 and equip them both with swords, and we'll do games with combat.
My ex-wife just made a Tom Servo. You guys
Nice.
fans?
That's awesome.
Put together a giant Tom Servo from all the bits or whatever. It's pretty cool looking. No, but baby, what are you playing? What's that band? Okay, so Mel has been going nuts about this new game called Farm Together. And you just like farm. It's like one of those like resource games. And she just like
That's cool.
just jacked in. You're like, she's like, honey, can you bring me some food? I need some water. I'm like, here you go, baby. Here's the bedpan.
So there's a shop says shopdisney.com. It's $100, and it's a little remote control BB-8.
What scale is it? Is it big or is it small?
No,
I don't know. Probably not too big. Walmart has one for $360. It's a remote control. It has like a little base on it.
$360.
Yeah.
$360. Just think how much 40K that
buy for some RC cars. I mean,
oh my god, yeah. We got a hobby shop down the street. In the back of it, they have a dirt track. It has like bleachers.
Nice.
Let me see.
It's huge.
That's awesome.
It's like every Sunday, there's just like it almost looks like a NASCAR, like
That's
game.
cool.
All these guys, all these trucks piled up back there, and they're all raced. It's pretty cool watching it.
That is
Hold
pretty
on.
cool, yeah.
We're pulling.
I'll show you this
This,
screenshot. Here's how much it's selling.
Damn.
Show.
I did.
Holy cow, that is big.
There, let's go.
Oh, that
So
is
this-
big.
Well, this one's from Amazon. This is a different one.
You got that, baby?
But here's the one from Walmart.
They're not that big though.
I don't think
I've
those
seen
ones
the
are.
boxes.
Yeah, the more
this
expensive
one,
ones.
yeah, those weren't, but only like this big. That's the one that sits on your desk.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
You were talking about, you paint at work. I had a buddy that was in the Army, and he was stationed down in he was like down in like I think Panama or something. He was an MP, and he was in charge of the armory. So he worked at the night shift. They didn't do jack. They just sat there, and he would bring all his 40K stuff to his station and just paint all night. It's kind of funny.
That's where I played Twilight 2000. Was in the military.
Yeah.
So
Farming together. What about that? Keegan says.
Oh
This
my!
one just Mel likes it, Keegan.
Man, she is
No,
like
he
a
wants to know
nut.
what it's about.
It's just like a resource game where you just, you build a farm, like I'm going to plant, corn, and you get some chickens and
no.
buy a barn and you do like
Why?
fish tanks and you sell it. It's just like that. It's
I
just,
don't know how to measure her bedroom.
but it's really mellow. It's like the music is all mellow and you're like playing it. You're like, fall asleep.
Are you almost done?
No.
Well, Keegan plays a lot of
Farming
Farming
simulator.
Simulator.
Oh, imagine like StarCraft, like where you build like units and then like the building.
I'll be right back.
Like that, but it's like farming.
Pull him off. He's gonna be right back. There you go.
Oh, I was gonna totally like spy on all of his stuff in the
There's
background
so much
there.
stuff there. He's got a whole ton of miniatures just off to the side, really.
Does he?
So yeah, it's been a crazy, interesting week. Where does it say?
You're still breathing though. You're winning the game.
That is winning the game. If you're still alive to get up the next day and complain, you're ahead.
It's true.
So people don't look at that. For instance, it depends on how you view things. My van, the water pump went out.
Oh,
So that's an expense because it's a front wheel drive. I can't change it. I have
is it
no
a minivan?
yeah. So I have to take it to the shop.
Got a minivan, dude.
No, I've drive them because you can laugh all you want. Actually, I prefer.
Put your hand down.
But with the kids and stuff, the vans have always worked out better.
Yeah,
Plus,
I used to drive one, dude.
Dude, I've made more money using vans to haul stuff around than ever with anything. So like,
I have a
we'll do
pickup,
other
yeah,
stuff.
because yeah.
You can't
I
really do.
agree.
You can do DoorDash.
Oh, this is
and
a
pick
full
up.
activating drone. Can I get him?
No,
Why?
because
It's
unless
the size of my dog.
if Brian will send you the $550, then fine. Otherwise, we don't have that.
Man,
How much do you want for him?
What? No, you're not pimping me out live on the air to get yourself a toy. Wow.
I wasn't gonna pimp you. I was gonna sell you.
man, just outright, just sell them. I got the papers in hand.
Hey, Brian, I'm all inclusive. I spent $1. I bought Greg off of Gamers Coffee. He's gonna cut the grass now.
No, we'll just be gaming, dude, all the time.
That would be something fun to do. The problem is every time I try to game, something comes up lately. It's almost
Yeah.
like there's a camera that follows me, and then yeah.
It happens, man. That's a gamer's, biggest, adversary is life. Trying to find that time to game.
I'd say David has a minivan. He loves
David
it.
says he has a minivan.
And Keegan wants to know if it's on console or is it computer.
So is that farming
Oh,
together?
the farm. It's she's playing it on Xbox, whatever the new one is. Is it Xbox 360, baby, or Xbox One?
Xbox One.
One. Xbox One. I don't even know what they're at.
Well, technically, I think the next one isn't even X or something. I don't know what the newest one is.
Is there a new one? Like a new one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The Series X. So,
Series X.
so David,
Where'd it go? It's up, I think.
yeah,
It's separating it for
it's
some
trying
reason.
to separate it, which I don't know why. That's annoying. That must be in the settings or something. So, Mr. Moffat said he's having to put together a lot of bicycles. It's that season out there, so his muscles are killing him. I bet. The weather is getting good. It's that time of year. People are
Yeah.
going to do it. Yeah. Dee has a Subaru Outback, she says. Those are good cars, too.
It is. It's separating them.
It is. For some reason, it's separating YouTube from a Facebook comment, but it's stacked them, so I don't know if I like that.
I'm getting ripped.
Pretty soon you'll have these giant hands. You won't be able to hold your miniatures anymore from tightening up all those bolts. You'll have massive fingers. I can't hold them no more. They're meat sticks.
That's back.
I got to do that
Sorry,
sometimes.
Clint. We didn't realize you came back.
That's okay. No worries.
Sometimes my big meaty claws are so big, I gotta get Mel to
Meat
put
claws.
Yeah.
something together.
That's how he is
Just like,
sometimes.
my hands are
Necklaces? I can't get him to do any necklaces.
But
Or any of my
that- it's
piercings
hard
that
for
have
me to-
Oh,
literally
that's
been
hard.
involved.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Yeah.
hold those teeny tiny pieces. So.
Mel will that. Hey, can you put this on? I'm like, I can't get it. Hands are
Yeah.
That's how he is.
Let me get
Anymore,
the-
I
get the
just
needle
fumble with
nose.
it until I feel like clip and let go.
I don't know. We go from talking about games to bicycles, minivans, and getting ripped. This is a cool show.
Heck yeah.
Good.
They're supposed to
Yeah.
yeah. out.
Oh, electric bikes. Oh, yeah, those would be heavy.
Those are big around here, man. I've seen a lot of kids.
Yeah,
on
they're-
electric bikes.
We have them around here too, but it's more
They're
the
pretty
city
popular
area.
here.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about it. You get tired of pedaling, you got backup. You know?
You just
Yeah,
gotta
that's
pay
what it
for it.
costs to rent them. No, thank you.
Yeah, they're expensive to rent.
Oh my god! In Austin, they got those damn little scooter things, all
Yeah,
stand
we
up.
do too,
Just-
yeah.
Yeah.
They're all over the place, dude. Those things go like 30 miles an hour, man. And
Yeah, they zero.
at 2:30, 3 o'clock at night, everybody's drunk off their ass. They're trying to
it's
get
funny
home.
watching.
Dude, they're just.
I took cabs and did Uber for a while. And when those first came out, it was hysterical watching people who couldn't get out of the bar straight, but they get on
Yeah.
one of those.
Segways.
Oh my god, it was hysterical. I wish I had cameras.
And it's weird because you can just leave them wherever. You just you get home and you just jump. Like when you were kids, you got on your bike and you just leapt off the bike and the bike rolled off and crashed and you went inside or whatever. That's what it is like with these little scooter things. They
leave them everywhere. Sorry.
I guess they have GPSs on them, so the
Yeah,
pickup
they
crews
can-
buy or something to get them.
Trying to steal them would not be wise. Yeah.
Well, why would you
I
want
haven't
some
seen
of them
too many
anyway?
of this way.
Well, we have a lot of severe weather in the winter, so
Yeah.
they have the bike paths.
They leave them on David's front lawn.
People have
For some
them
reason-
on his front lawn.
So
You're the guy
for some
that
reason,
built it.
everybody
There
just
you go.
piles them on his lawn just to piss him off. It says on the internet that this is a reclamation lawn. Like what?
It's like a pokey stop.
Yeah,
You wake
yeah.
up, there's 20 scooters in your lawn. One drunk guy sleeping.
Had that happen.
It happens with Ragbri, don't it, Clint? I mean, we have
Oh, yeah.
a lot of Ragbri, which is just people riding bikes from cross country where
Yes.
they make such a big to do because all the socialites and everybody are into it. It's just but these people, they will ride up to the bars, they will drink, and after they've been riding all day, the hydrates, they're pounding down those beers, and they get back on. You'll watch them doing this going down the bike path.
Yeah.
It's hysterical. I'm
Are
like,
you from? Is your town like a resort town, or
No, they want to believe that they are, though.
is it a rich
They
town?
want
Is
to
it-
be more touristy than they are.
It's
No.
not really rich, but it's you got a lot of
armpit of
Yeah.
Iowa.
you got a lot of doctors and lawyers.
Yeah.
You got a lot
No.
of I am a very affluent, and so that it's kind of what they think the town should have.
Yeah.
You know, that's
it-
kind of like.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, like
It-
down in Colleen here, it's like that. It's like the city council thinks this is some sort of new. We're gonna expand the city, and we're gonna have
Yep.
all these new companies and industry. I'm like, dude, you're a service town to Fort Hood, Texas. That's it. You're not
Yeah.
not gonna bring industry here. It's just
That's what they try to do here, Clint. They try to.
there
They're
isn't
in
an
a hurry,
art
yeah.
movement here. There isn't like some cultural significance here
Yeah.
whatsoever, other than this is where all the people from Fort Hood live and the people who support Fort Hood. That's it.
Right.
If that base were to like up and go, this town would be dead in a year.
Yeah.
Well, because the town is thriving off the base.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
if
we've
they
been at
do the
war
base-
for what, 2 generations, man. And I'm gonna tell you guys seriously. I've been here for like 6 years. There's a miasma here, dude. It's a weird, just underlying tension with everybody here.
Yeah. I believe it.
And I'm totally saying it's like because we've been in a culture of war for generations, and their offspring and their the retirees are all here still, and it's just this tension, man. And we got a bad like crime problem here and violence. And it's crazy. Mel says just legalize pot and everybody will chill the hell out.
Maybe.
No, they won't. The problem is right now,
So-
if it's illegal or it's legal, it's not going to make them do it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think there'll be more people doing pot.
Well,
than-
there'll be some, but it's not dangerous anymore. Oh God, am I going to
Yeah.
get caught or this or that?
That takes
That's
the
the problem.
throw
So
out.
yeah, start grabbing a cigarette. Whoopee.
Yeah.
Well, listen, when the government starts getting their share, they'll legalize anything, dude.
Yeah.
He thinks when.
But
They
the
got
thing
their
is,
share
if you're
of
going to do that,
It's all good.
They will. The country
they
will
need to make
sway.
the same rules as drinking and driving.
Well, they'd have to come up with something because you
Because
can't.
if you're still under the influence of something, a drug
Exactly.
or not,
We already got laws for inebriation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just keep those laws.
We have them in Iowa.
You know, if you're drinking or if you're driving impaired in any way, be it
Yep.
drugs or alcohol or you're not
Bondage.
you got blindfold over your eyes. I mean, it's some sort of impaired, whatever. Then we've already got laws on the books. So why have all this extra crap?
Well, no, I'm just saying if they're gonna do it, then they need to make sure you have a like DUI or or something similar that
They
is
do.
gonna be
I mean,
that
I've seen,
way because there's too many people. As it is, people die every day from drug driving.
well, yeah, of course.
Period. So if you're under the influence of anything, alcohol, drugs, whatever, then you need to be punished.
The only problem is,
Sure. I mean, you hold people accountable for their actions, not
Yeah.
like the what if, pre-crime kind of crap. Just hold people accountable for what they do.
Mr. Moffat says after they legalized it there, nothing felt different. You just smelled it a lot more. Sure, because people weren't hiding.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, it is what it is. I guess not much you can do. It is interesting how they went from, well, we can't do that. Everything's illegal, but I have other things to say.
I can't get his
She's
wallet
like,
out.
what are you trying to do?
Try to get your wallet because I gotta go get dinner shortly.
There's no subtlety about that. Give me that
I'm
wallet.
like, what are you trying
Well,
to reach into my pocket to take my wallet?
Ripping my pants.
Yeah.
I'll just buy him a new pair.
No.
What's the
you won't.
picture on your wall right there, guys?
This one,
Yeah.
I was bored at work, so I colored Greg a squirrel.
You got squirrels all over your house, don't you? Like little knickknacks and.
No, not really.
No?
Not really. No, they don't.
He has 2 squirrel stuffed animals.
The
The grandkids bought him. I got him that. He's got a few things up on his desk, but not squirrel related.
I don't have any squirrel.
So
related
that's
stuff
pretty
on
much the
my
only thing
desk.
go up. Now, bear-wise, yes, there's quite a
Bears?
bit of bears.
I have a dragon.
Uh,
I have a TIE fighter.
That's a
I have a
tight
figure
advance.
that-
Come on.
Clint gave me.
no, he actually
Yeah.
gave me that to me, but you took it.
You didn't want it.
I didn't
What
want
is
it. It's a
Show your alien, Greg.
Yeah, I did. I've got my alien, but he's a millennial alien. He's got his head down on his cell phone, walking his face hugger. Well, the face hugger is using the
He's
fire
walking
hydrant.
it. That's funny.
Yeah, that was given to me by an
but
IT
no.
person at my last job.
His ex-father-in-law we took care of had a black bear cub picture that where we're sitting right now was going to be my desk area. So I put the picture up behind, basically it's now sitting under his. My whole desk is covered with bears. I mean, I got a tattoo of panda bears. I'm obsessed with bears, period. So
Gets angry like a bear too. Violent like a bear. See that? He says
Stands
we're
up
quick to
and-
deny the squirrel like it is secret squirrel society, Mr. Mott, but I cannot let on. I will tell you, people at the park were a little upset. I took one of the squirrels out, teach him how to fly, so I duct taped him to a kite. I want him to get over his fear, Brian.
okay, no, let's put it this way. We have 2 squirrels that come up on our deck because he decided to screw in. He went to like our local Dollar Tree, got a cat bowl, one of the little dollar ones. He screwed it into our deck. He feeds them.
But they'll come right up and take the peanuts out of your hand.
We
We-
have 2 of them that will sit up on my deck, waiting for us if we're not home. Here's our card. He gets excited.
The fat one does.
My dad bought like a bird feeder, where they can stand up. It's like an anti-squirrel bird feeder.
No, he's anti-squirrel.
Have you seen it? Like it's got like a little carousel.
Yeah, I've seen them where
and if
they're-
it's too much weight, it like spins and it knocks
Yeah,
the squirrel
I've
off.
seen them. If you watch it, if you go to, it was, how do we, I
You
worded it. I
cannot
found it for
have-
you.
96 ounces of monster on this show anymore. You were just like, you're like look at
But
this.
anyway,
Like,
this
nine
one
o'clock.
squirrel got on and he kept on and he was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was just
so I
spinning
said
around on
it.
this thing. It was awesome.
Okay, let's stop.
I think it was spinning squirrel or something on YouTube. I think I looked it up.
Hold on a second. So, Brian, Keegan wants you to send him a friend request.
Okay, on
Dude,
Have Bell.
Facebook.
No,
on the Xbox.
Xbox.
What's his handle?
It's scary. It's Deadly Daddy 91.
Ooh, Deadly Daddy. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Keegan hater.
So just do, hey Mel, if you get a chance after you farm all your stuff, Deadly Daddy 91. That's
Mike
Keegan. That's our son-in-law.
He's interested in your farmer game.
He plays Farming Simulator. He's got.
She's in the zone right now. She's on her tractor and she's like harvesting like almonds or some shit right now.
Yeah, there's no squirrel violence. We're just goofing off.
That sounds so
Squirrel
wrong. King is like,
violence.
it sounds so wrong when Brian says it.
What's that?
What?
I think your name, or his name, Deadly Daddy, when you said it, it made him, I think, feel a little uncomfortable.
I wonder why.
I guess that's for
that
another.
was funny.
That's
That's
for
for the
another
other shows.
conversation too.
We gotta get together
Yeah.
and do one of these where we're just all chatting off the air, which you can do with this, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'll
cool.
have to send Mel I have Mel on Facebook. I'll send her my Xbox
Yeah.
account, or Xbox name.
Yeah, she's always on it, guys. I mean, she's a huge online gamer, so you guys want to, hang with her.
Tell her to add the Gamers with Coffee
What's your?
Facebook. Facebook.
Here's Mel's handle. It's Coffee Coma 76. That's Mel.
Nice.
Coma. I like that. That's good.
See, look at it. She worked the coffee in there for you too. So
All one word or space?
it's all one word. We could probably send you a link.
Just tell her to send it to me on Facebook, and I'll go to
Yeah,
my
Coffee
messages.
Coffee Coma 76.
That's cool.
Yeah, she used to be like huge in the what is it, Skyrim online or
See, I don't play those
Elder
that much.
Scrolls online? And
I don't play them.
what level are you? Like 5 million?
5 million. That's a pretty good level.
890 level she's at.
Jeez.
All we do is we see Brian ask Clint. We just see Brian thrown out of his chair by an invisible force, and she goes,
Like-
"I don't have to answer what level I'm at." Be gone.
Floating. What the hell?
You've mastered that, I see. All right. All right.
Puppy.
I'm trying to think of anything game related. Since this is a gamer show.
I tell you, Brian, when you get a chance, look up a board game called Tanks, but no thanks.
Tanks, but no thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we're gonna.
it was on sale on Noble Knight, so I bought two, one for us to keep and one to give away.
So I'm going to put my
Okay.
on top of it.
Little board game where you've got tanks against others, like up to 4 players. It kind of looks like cross between checkers and Chinese checkers, but you've got little tanks and little bunkers and stuff.
Tanks, but no tanks.
Tanks, but no thanks.
Oh, but no thanks. Okay.
Fuck, dude.
Weird.
I think
It
it'll be
looks
pretty
kind
cool.
of fun.
Huh.
It's easy
Those
to
are
play.
big figures.
All right,
I
so
wonder
I'm
if
not
I-
back. Have a nice day, guys.
Uh-oh. You gave her your wallet, huh?
I got the wallet.
She took the money out of it, but he's got his wallet.
I'm telling you, you need to police that monster, dude. That monster drink.
Yeah, you see that? We went from calm to. So yeah.
She's like a little chihuahua running in circles. Oh, man, baby. Everybody hates me already.
So Dee asked about the tanks there, Clint. Are they pre-made on that?
It's a board game.
It's a board game.
Yeah,
Dee.
it's not like...
It's not
it's
regular
just,
tanks.
Yeah, generic.
But it's tanks. I mean, it should be pretty cool. That one that you guys were talking about should be interesting too. The one at Devil Pig there. That's interesting. That
That looked cool.
that looks kind of. It's like a small, but it just looks interesting as
It's
far
kind of
as.
cool because the chets, they have two sides. Like the top side is like when the unit's at full strength. And then when they get wounded, you flip them over, and then there's a new picture. Like there'll be less soldiers, or if, let's say it's the rhino, it has a picture of a rhino. And then you flip it over when it's destroyed. It's like a blown up rhino. So it's kind of cool. There's some variation in the game. Interesting.
Well, here I'm
It's
going
very
to pull this.
Star Wars-esque.
I'm going to pull this picture up real quick, Clint. Because look, what does it come with? Look at all this stuff.
Yeah, it comes with a lot. Yeah, we might have to look into that one, Greg, for sure.
That looks like a lot of stuff there.
I think they have expansions like extra, like chats and different armies and whatever. So look into that.
So that might be one you can take because, I mean, I like doing things like camping and stuff. But one year we went camping and we took our tanks with us too. And in the evening, we had them on the picnic table, at the campsite. We're playing the tanks and people drive by like, what the hell are you doing? Like they got armies and at first they were thinking, then as they got closer, they could see cars. Then they realized it wasn't just, some little toy sitting out.
Yeah, I used to bring some. We usually bring board games when we go camping, but
Yeah, we don't have time to do games when we camp, especially when we go up north. By the time we get home, it's dark. It's time to eat and go to bed.
Yeah.
So you don't really relax. You camp like you have an agenda to get through. You got to relax.
Well, there's a lot of stuff we do, and I do a lot of photography when we're camping. I mean, I'm on Lake Superior, so what do you expect?
What's the monster up there? Lake is it Lake Okoboji? Isn't there a monster there? Like a sea
Lake
monster?
Okoboji is actually in Iowa.
Oh, that's right. Isn't there like a Nessie in
No, not in the Great Lakes.
No? I thought there was.
Great Lakes is a lot of ghost ship stuff because there's
Oh,
a
that's
lot of
right. Ghost
crash
ships.
ships. Yeah,
That's-
the Edmund Fitzgerald being one of the most famous
Yeah,
ones.
that's a cool song. That song that guy did for it, that's a good
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, it's now where we go up in Duluth, you can watch ships come in. You're literally like 5 feet from the ships as
Dude,
you
those
come through the
ships
harbor.
Freaking massive. They are huge. Those
Yeah.
tankers, the
The
whaler.
1,000-foot ones, watch one of those come in.
Dude.
When
you know-
you get a chance, Brian, look up the Duluth Canal cams because they have live cams on the canals
Oh, that's cool.
and the aerial lift bridge because the bridge goes up so you get the ships under it. You watch some of the videos of the ships coming in. It's neat, especially coming in during the storm. That's
Yeah,
cool.
we,
to watch.
Down in the Gulf of Mexico, Houston's like a big
Oh, yeah.
petrochemical chemical place, and you have the big tankers, like the full size
Yeah, the
tanker. When you're like on the beach and you look on the horizon, I swear to God, those things take off like a third of the horizon. They're so massive.
they're huge.
They're huge. It's weird.
Yeah, everything up there is like iron ore or grain feeds, or now they're doing a lot of wind generator propellers. There's a company there that stores and ships out the wind generator stuff. So you watch a giant tanker ship come in full of just stacked with just wind generator blades.
Yeah, we got a bunch of wind farms down here too. You see the trucks carrying those big blades.
Yeah, there's a company right across from the print shop where our print office that makes the blades. And in order for them to leave the southern side of town, they're on the southern side of town, but they have to go all the way around town to the northern side of town to get on the interstate to go south.
Just because of
Because you can't get the blade. Yeah, you can't get the blade any other way.
Yeah.
Because they're so massive. I watched one try to come through town once. Oh, man. He made the turn, but boy, you just...
Man, some of those truck drivers are just badass. They got some skills.
Yeah, some of them do.
You always think, oh my God, he's going to, oh no, he didn't. He did it. That's badass. I tried, we rented a trailer not too long ago, and shit, dude, I couldn't back that thing up to save my life, dude. Oh, okay, yeah, so I tried it twice to get exactly into our driveway and it didn't work. And then Mel's like, let me try it. And 7 chances later, she got it in the driveway all cattywampus, but she did it. I gave her total credit. So
That's cool.
whenever she can, she goes like, who can drive a trailer backwards? I'm like, yes, dude.
Yeah, I do all the time. Yeah.
Practice, yeah. The more you do that, the easier it gets.
But yeah, it was fun trying to mess with that.
So David says that lake up there is in a fruit growing region in Canada. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I believe that.
I enjoy doing things outdoors. I like to take the games with us too, but it's fun to do outdoors. So
Yeah, I'm gonna this year, Greg. When I go up north, I'm taking the work laptop and the headset. So when you guys have your Tuesday meeting, I'm going to join you.
why would you do that from Lake Superior? Just to show it off? Hi, I'm over
Just
here.
so that I have a new background.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Just turning the knife.
Yep, that's exactly.
Like I
Well, our
said,
boss was talking about, we can take our laptops and work from anywhere. So if we were on vacation and we couldn't get a day off, we could just take the laptop, go with us, and work from the hotel or whatever for that day. Because sometimes
you
you
guys-
can't get a certain
If you
day.
had internet,
Yeah.
you'd do it. Some of those hotels.
Are you guys working from home now, or are you guys?
Yeah, we
still
have been for almost, a year now. It's been a year, hasn't it, Greg?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, March of last year.
You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Working from home?
Well, there's my computers and then the work laptop's right here with gaming stuff on it because, that's all I can put on it.
Sometimes while Clint works, he's playing Cyberpunk.
You're just jealous.
Yeah.
No, we don't get calls and there's no emails to do or anything. Yeah, I'm playing Cyberpunk.
That's because you only work on Wednesdays. You don't work Mondays when you're back swamped with back-to-back calling. You put your headset
I work Sunday, though. We get enough abuse on Sunday, like this morning.
What is the customer service or the tech support from? Is it like a specific company or is it a specific product or?
Yeah, it's a specific product, but
Okay.
it's not. We don't do tech support per se. It's more.
Oh, no. We work for a newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Specific product.
So we handle, we're circulation, we're the circulation department. So we handle all the customer account stuff. And we're we're supposed to support distribution when they decide to deliver papers.
Jeez, that doesn't sound good.
No. We get yelled at a lot.
You would have no idea how many people will call you when the phones come on at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. on the nose.
Oh my God! You say, I walked out my yard. And there's no damn paper.
And they didn't look to the left or right, and it's there.
Yeah.
It's 5 minutes, and I've had them tell me, "Do you expect that I go outside to get it?" Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We do. We expect you to open the door and go pick that up.
Oh my God!
Yep.
It's funny because there's no more kids riding bicycles delivering papers anymore. It's like some
Too bad. They took
dude
that
gnarl in a gnarly van doing like the whole town now. Kind of sucks.
Speaking of, thank you, Brian. You reminded me. You know who well, I don't know if you've ever talked to Derb, Greg. He does Derb. Yes, his name is Derb. He's one of the truck drivers, one of the route truck drivers. He delivers the bundles to the stores and everything. So he's got a white Ford F-250 van, cargo van. That's how he brings papers in the morning. So he rolls up to a gas station at 2 a.m. in this white Ford cargo van.
It says free candy on the side of it.
No. On the other hand, it protects the papers, right? So
It does, yes. Except the one time he drove it down that one road and got it stuck because the road gave out from under him.
Jeez.
We got a lot of gravel roads that come spring. They just turn into soft, gooey. I mean, it's like cookie dough, and you get something heavy like a 3/4 ton van, and it's done.
What's the population of your town?
210,000 now.
Oh, okay. That's pretty big.
It's a good sized town, yeah.
it's a town. I come from California. So
Second biggest town in Iowa.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what I'll see what my population. I don't even know, to be honest with you.
177,000.
177?
that's pretty close.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
And we have a couple hobby stores, so
Yeah.
So what's the gaming like community like up there? Like is it like the normal 40K stuff and
It's mostly 40K in Age of Sigmar for the most part.
Magic. The Gathering.
Magic.
Yeah, on the card side. Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! On the card side.
Yeah, that's pretty much here too.
It's
Yeah.
more, if you notice what me and Clint were talking about one day, we noticed Clint was, it seems like in our country we're mostly obsessed with fantasy stuff, but like
Yeah.
across the pond, they're more into the historical Napoleon type
Yeah.
fighting, Romans, and
You know,
you
So-
know.
sorry, I didn't
It's
listen.
cool. No, it's cool. I'd like to check some of that out too because it's,
You know, there was an interesting conversation I saw on one of the the podcasts. They were talking about how Americans play and how Europeans play.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Europeans kind of do like the club thing. You know, they got clubs that pay for membership fees,
Yeah.
and you like get together certain days of the week or whatever, and they all like kind of. It's almost like a mini con where like members will host games, and if you want to, whatever. But in America, it's just like you go. I mean, other than your own home gaming, you go to a shop and you play there.
Yeah.
And it was pretty interesting, and I was thinking, like, the American mentality, do you think clubs could ever be a thing here?
yeah, but it's kind of almost is because you got your own groups that hang out at the game stores.
Yeah.
They have their own
I mean, the
little
click
club.
thing.
And
Oh,
Yeah,
clicks. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
still,
see that. But I mean, like, like in England, they got like clubs, like they rent out like the local, the
Yeah,
V8,
so-
whatever.
we have model railroading and RC clubs here.
Yeah.
Actual organized clubs. Because the one hobby shop is pretty much an RC. It's
Yeah.
a hobby town USA, so it's pretty much RC
Yeah.
stuff for the most part.
Those are
So
great
they have-
hobby.
They have events and everything. They have a side parking lot by the one grocery. They're in a shopping a kind of an L-shaped shopping mall, and at the end of it is a Fairway, which is a grocery store, and then to the left of it is one of their extra parking areas. So they fence that off for oval track or figure eight racing for the RC stuff in the spring and summer.
That's cool.
They don't have any. I wish they could do like the dirt climbs and stuff. And there is an RC track, an indoor one out by Color Web, Greg, that they do the dirt racing, but you gotta pay for that. That's a membership club, and because I can't remember what the building is, it's just kind of in the back.
I've always thought, like, if, like, instead of having like a retail shop, you rent out a space for just gaming, and you can get with like the local shops and go, look, I'm going to have this private gaming group, and all it is we got 15 tables. It's whatever, you come in, you have a membership fee every month, and you can come in, whatever, and play. But we don't sell anything. The only thing we sell is like sodas and beer,
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever.
And but you can coordinate with like the local like game shops and say, look, give our members a discount since we don't sell any product. All we're doing is selling. We can push your shop to go. Hey, go over to
sponsor.
Gregland, Greg's Gaming, and we got a 15-20% discount, and and we correlate that, and then you go buy all your stuff there, and you come over here and play it because Greg's Games doesn't have space. So then Greg's Games will say, hey, we don't have any space for gaming, but go over to Brian's Bunker. It's a gaming, whatever, and go check it out. So you support each other, but you're not competing against each other.
Yeah. Well, in our area, I don't know about your area, but our hobby shops, even the small one, we go to a small one most of the time.
Yeah.
And even there, they have tables.
Yeah.
And a couple, like the strip mall we went to for the tornado. For a tornado, we went inside the gaming shop, which probably was safe.
If I'm going to die,
Um,
it's going to be at the game shop.
But they had, I don't know, what do they got there? Maybe 24 tables. And they have tournaments. They hold stuff all the time. So when you walk into this one shop.
And he's a big.
Yep, but along the left, you got merchandise and a sales guy. You got all these tables. They have a step up. He has pinball machines, old school pinball machines.
Yeah.
And then
They're a
all
big
sorts of
war
Warhammer
machine
stuff.
group.
Yeah, so you can go in there and, they do have a pinball group that goes there, but a lot of our stores already have the tables because that's an idea.
Yeah, they have quite a bit.
A lot of people.
Rich has some really nice rolling tables.
Like here, like, let's see, we've got a couple hobby shop. One's a dedicated hobby, but it's mostly RC, and then we got like a Hobby Lobby,
Yeah.
which is like a general whatever. And then we've got 2 comic shops and 2 game shops. And out of that, one of the game shops is all cards. That's all they sell is card stuff. So they have some tables for card gaming, but not like miniature gaming. And then there's one other shop in town that has maybe 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 tables.
It might work in a place like what you're talking about. And then again,
There's not a lot of space here for playing.
yeah, I mean, I think something like that might work here, but then you'd have to see how the regulations are going to work with all this crap, the fear of
we had discussed this, Greg. We were going to do Gamers with Coffee. It was literally just a small coffee shop. So we had a dispensary. You basically, here's a bunch of Keurig machines. You buy the cup you want, and you make your coffee while you're gaming. And then it's just all this gaming area.
The problem with that is we can do it, but these COVID restrictions.
Yeah, until COVID is
stymied. Yeah, you've got doctors that are completely against the other doctors. You've got city council members not even going off of just whatever they feel.
Well, it's like, a perfect example is like the CDC is saying, oh, you don't need to be 6 feet apart at school. I wonder why. Because all of a sudden, everybody, all the politicians are wanting everybody to get back into school, and then all of a sudden the CDC says, oh, yeah, it's only 3 feet, not 6 feet.
You have to remember,
what is going on?
The CDC is not a federal medical thing. It is its own deal, right? They have patents on vaccines. They're not based. They're not what people think they are. So it doesn't matter what they suggest.
There's no science policy. Yeah. It's still political policy.
Yeah.
They like we live in Texas, and our Governor Abbott just opened up the state, which is good and bad. It depends on where you're from. So ultimately, it just comes down to friggin' choice. Am I going to mask up or not?
It should be that way because you're an adult, Brian. So you can make your own choice.
Exactly.
And, it is not. It's now coming out. If you look, there's a lot of things that what we were told is not really what it is now, and they've got to figure out what they're going to do. And you got this back and forth. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, all these stores are caught in the middle of the game shops. And so here's my opinion is, Greg, and it's just mine. It has a 99.6 or 4% survivability rate. There's a 0.06%. You might get, if you get it now today, what do? They don't intubate you and send you home. If you said you had COVID, you're going to go home for 5 to 7 days. What is it? Is it deadly? Is it going to kill everybody, or is it not? And then you got all these you got doctors now stating completely different things. And I'm here to tell you, there's things that come in that we see come in that don't go out to the general public.
Well, of course. And listen, I look at the information, I make my own decision. If you walk into Walmart and they want a mask and you don't have a mask, again, me being the libertarian, you either don't go to Walmart or you wear a damn mask. Walmart has every right to say we want masks, just like I have every right not to wear a mask, but I don't go into Walmart. You know what I mean? So it's just like, instead of fighting everybody, just do what the hell you're going to do, but respect the other person's.
Yeah, the problem is it's infringing on a lot of people's medical stuff too. Like my daughter, she can't. The doctor flat told her, "No, you don't wear a mask. You have asthma. You can't do that." And so they're not supposed to discriminate against medical stuff. And where it stops there is, you go into Walmart without a mask. They have the right to do it. Yeah. So they let children in without it. What, children can't get it? So
exactly.
Don't get it.
There's no consistency.
So if somebody comes in and has asthma and cannot physically do this, you're going to deny them to shop. You know what Walmart said out here? Well, you could just curb order it. Well, but that's not necessarily what you can do with everything online.
Yeah.
You can't curb order everything. So
no, I get it. I mean,
so I'm at the point now where it's like, you know what? Let people decide as adults what they want to do, because you're an adult. If you want to not go anywhere, stay inside, do it, then that is your choice. If you have a business, like I talk to people all the time, so you've got mom and pop shops being shut down, right? All these little shops being shut down. Now, you can't catch it if it's so smart of a virus. You can't catch it at Walmart. You can't catch it at Target. Can't catch it in giant protests, but you can at a wedding. You can if you go to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah,
It's out of hand.
And then the
Ridiculous.
policing of it is just like like you read about Miami. They're like shutting down Miami because
Well,
all
they're
the
arresting people. If you did that to me, I would sue you.
I mean, I don't know if listen. I say, I don't think you can shut down a city, but
They do.
you can.
That's
If they
what I'm
do
talking about
it, they do it.
With your gaming idea, it's a good idea. But one, you'd have to get past. Not just take the crazy paranoia and fear. There's a lot of things that are wrong. Let's put that over here. Now, what are you going to do with the regulations? How do you stay open, Brian? How would you make a
like I
living?
said,
Yeah.
you'd have to wait till this whole thing settles.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I'm just, I'm thinking, I'm brainstorming here.
That's a good idea.
I think it's a feasible idea, but again, I mean, I don't know if it's sustainable because, like, how much would you charge people to like have in their club? In your gaming club, would
Well,
it $20 a month? How many people would you need to put the
Yeah.
lights on?
Do you like a family thing? What's your rent every month? Say you found a building and your rent was $1,000 a month. How many members do you need to pay the rent every month? But if you had 1,000 members paying you $10 a month and you made 10,000 and your shop cost you $3,
It's true, but I mean, like anything, it comes down to the customer. And I'm just thinking like the American psyche. I mean, I don't know if people would pay a membership fee to play.
I don't know. They pay membership fees on everything else.
I mean, it's true. I mean,
Yeah, I
If
would've
it's a good
ordered it.
space they could use, and it was open when they needed it.
like
because
maybe-
it's a gaming space. You're right, Clint.
offer like the shop would have like scenery and
Yeah.
if you wanted, you could rent like an army. Like, I've never played orcs, and the shop has an orc army for rent.
Yeah.
You can do something like that to make some more money, or I think there's a way to do it. I think it's a cool idea. I think the whole idea of a gaming club is cool, and not
I
have
think
to
it's a
worry
good
about
idea, yeah.
retail. You don't have to worry about the stupid policies of the retailer
Yeah.
crap and all that. You just people are coming to play, and that's it.
Well, and that's the problem is you have a great idea. You really do. But how do you get through all this insanity?
Again, you can't.
Yeah.
You have to wait.
You have to wait. I mean, that's the problem too. Is a lot of these shops, they're at the point where they can't wait. They have bills they have to
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah.
So I understand some people are worried and they're mad that things are open. On the other hand, the people that are worried and want to stay home have to understand for everybody staying at home, it takes 5 or 6 people out there working for you to stay at home and have your food and
Yeah.
So there's still a massive amount of people who have to work and intermingle and do all this
I mean,
or
it's not like
to get
it's not
by.
like Walmart's getting paid hazard pay. That bagger isn't getting paid hazard pay for doing
Nope.
this.
Nope.
He
Not
just
at all.
gets to come into work, and it's just and then like the media just like hero worships certain demographics in the job market, which I dislike. I mean, I hate that hero worship crap. But we all need to work. Not just
Yeah.
don't stop. Freaking making people.
Well, you can't turn everything
You
off
can be all
and
equal, man.
shut everything down because
Yeah.
it's not possible. It's simply not possible.
It's like
Things
equal
have to
protection
work.
under the law. That means everybody should have the right to do. Oh my gosh, she's driving, dude.
Are you driving,
Yeah.
Ashley?
And you give me crap for
Yes.
driving.
You started a
Am I
trend,
looking at
Clint.
the camera?
Yeah,
What'd you buy,
well.
Ash? What'd you buy, Ash?
She didn't buy
Remember we
anything.
talked about driving while
Oh,
inebriated. You're inebriated with gaming.
So blame it on Greg.
yeah, but see, if she's got it in a holder and she's driving and not staring at the screen, then it don't matter. It's bad though, Ash. You're lagging.
Yeah, that's pretty.
You
I
picked
can't.
the wrong place to fucking get food.
You're lagging pretty bad, Ash. She's lagging.
Well,
pretty
D,
bad.
I didn't say hi. Hey, D.
Hey there, Brian.
Yeah, we were in the middle of a discussion. Me and
Yeah, we're in
Brian
a heated
probably have
debate.
a couple
That's
of heated
okay. I was
debates.
trying to get my
Right.
bearings on the new system.
It's pretty good. I like this one.
I love it.
I think it's better than the other one, Greg.
I
I
need
do
to get my
too.
lighting situated for my room, though.
the only thing that's going to be a problem, I think, Brian, is the other one allows me to not use this service and say I'm gaming on the Xbox and I want to send it to Twitch and to YouTube and such. There's a part of it I can just send it to that with a stream key and then it disperses it. This is just video only.
Oh, I gotcha.
I believe. I don't see how I could do that, but I like the way it's set up. It's nice. It works real good, and I thought I could put my logo up and stuff. Yeah, I do got to try to cut corners because we're not sponsored money wise. You know what I mean? Like we get some games here and there to give out, but we're not sponsored as far as monetary. So
Well, it's hard, dude.
try
I
to
mean,
save some.
I got quite a few sponsors, but I mean, it's a lot of legwork, dude. You gotta I'm gonna be honest with everybody that's listening that wants to try to get sponsored. The only way you're gonna get sponsors is you gotta talk to them. You gotta send out an email. Say, hey, make a case. Just say, hey, I do a YouTube channel about these widgets, and you guys make great widgets, and I want to, if you hook me up with some widgets and maybe a discount. I'll back you and you'll back me and we'll get that widget going. You just got to talk to these folks. But because a lot of these companies, and also you got to have some sort of presence. You can't just be like anybody. You got to have something there, some substance.
Yeah.
And it depends. And that lipness for a company to commit is, it varies on company. But, if they see that you got a big following and, it's consistent and there's debate and whatever, and, a lot of these companies are pretty open with what they give you. They'll just throw you stuff because it's free for them. It's just product they have on hand already.
Well, it's a tax write-off. So
And they could write it off as some sort of donation. And it's just, and I think it's I don't like these sites that you have to join their whatever their Kickstarter or whatever. Well, their what is it? The patron page to gain access to discounts and crap. That's BS, man. That doesn't help their sponsors. It limits the sponsors, ability to,
That has nowhere to belong in Patreon. Patreon's to have people that want to support your group because we're started in one of those, but it has nothing to do with holding discounts back. If there's
and they do that. You get special discounts if you join our patron group, and I'm like, dude, what the? It's that shyster mentality of nickel and dime everybody to death.
Well, that's how some of it is, and I don't know. It's like anything else. It gets commercialized, so.
And that's true. When money gets into play, it changes things a lot. So
that it does.
Unfortunately, even in the gaming. But,
gaming it affects a lot. I like our audience. It'll go way up and way down, way up, way down. Then we'll have a plateau. Then I think we go all over the place though too. We're not niche specific. So I've had a few people tell me that, Brian. Well, why don't you stick with one thing? You'll grow faster. I don't want to stick with one thing. I like to be able to talk about all games. I don't want to just constantly talk about one thing. And then me and Clint have watched a few of those kind of hit the wall where they run out of what to talk about.
Yeah, there's one I can think of.
Yeah.
Until somebody comes out with something new, he's kind of struggling for content.
And this person's been on for longer than all of us, but kind of built themselves into a corner because they're on one subject. And if you're going to have a different, like video games is different. If you're going to do video games, well, there's always new video games. You can always play new games. You have unending, never-ending stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're on one game, like a tabletop game, and it's just one thing, you're going to hit the wall at some point. You're going to run out of stuff.
Like you were talking about, guys that dedicate specifically, let's just say 40K. That's a lot of competition, man. It's one game.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There's various reincarnations of it out there to play, but it's pretty limited, in your scope. So I can see where, these gamers, these communities kind of walk on top of each other because, the new Land Raider comes out and it's like everybody's talking about the new Land Raider. All the content is about that.
Well, then you have to beat the other people to it to get to that new content.
And then it's like, can you beat who are those guys? The high end guys, the high production value guys. I mean, it's rare. Honestly, the only reason I don't watch like some of those, like the high end guys, is their personalities. Some of them are just, ugh. I just don't like watching.
There's a few that's really hard to watch. Period.
Yeah, they're just like their voice or just how they play it or whatever. It's just like. So I go to the smaller one, but I guess that's like anything. You kind of hone in on what you're wanting to do, but.
Yeah, there's a few I can think of. The voice just.
Oh man, I can't remember what is the big one in Canada? The guys in Canada.
Oh, ask David, Mr. Moffat he's still there. He just said, "I love how." Well, here I'll put it up. That's what he said. So, I don't know what that big.
That's true.
But it's true that I mean. We're not here to critique other people. We're just here to have fun. That's why I'm trying this service. I pay for all this stuff. It does cost money every month to run different things for the podcast and such. So I do got to try to save some money as I can. But, with that said, I'm doing it anyways. Whether it ever works out to make $1 million or not, that's not why we're here. We're here to have fun because we already have jobs. Now to say, oh, would you turn down getting paid to do games? No, nobody in their right mind would turn that down. But
I like money.
You have to enjoy it, and then if it becomes a job, then what? So and time for us is different too, because I know people who have a lot of talent who are literally kind of just out of work, on unemployment, at least in my state, and they make as much as I do, but then they have all this time they could do something, but then they don't. And I'm like, I wish I had the time to sit down and do this or that.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I don't. Yeah. But
what about you, D? Stop talking so much. I can't hear anything. I can't even hear you, literally.
Yeah, we can't literally hear anything.
Okay, I picked a headset that didn't have a mic. Sorry.
There you go. Now we got
I picked earbuds that didn't have a mic. I was just trying to see what.
That's probably we haven't heard you.
Okay.
Like, damn men, jerks! I'm trying to talk here.
No, that's okay. Mostly I wanted to see if it would work.
I don't know. So any gaming this week, D?
Me?
Yeah.
Not so far.
No?
Not so far. Just trying to research a character.
Oh. What game?
The one we're discussing.
Oh.
That World War II one we're discussing. Because we're going to try to sit down and get character. I got to figure out how to convert the rules to the time frame we're using.
One thing I need to know is how much that I'm the only one that's supposed to know, how much the GM is supposed to know, and how much the other players are supposed to know. Because I've got one thing that especially
the other players don't know anything about any of the other people, and none of them are going to be together. So it's all new people meeting new people for the first time.
Okay.
There's no. I know sometimes I'll have it like my other group, because they've been playing so long that anymore all the characters know each other. I don't worry about introductions, whatever. You know, they're just like Cyberpunk Red right now. Other than that, my friend's son is now joining us, so he's playing kind of a newbie, although he's not really that new, because he was a D&D player. You know, the other group, I just started them at a higher level, already working together for quite some time, because we're getting into some heavy stuff.
Oh.
Well, so I mean, I don't know if there's something special about my character. If I'm, am I supposed to share that with the GM, or is that supposed to kind of come out later?
You can. It's up to you on that. I don't know, because I'm going to only do this on a short run. Right. Like I'm thinking 8-week one for 2 hours a week. We're not going to have a lot of time to get into in-depth story arcs with the character's background. So
it'll just pop out eventually, but it's, as long as I know what the run is, I'll know.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what the run is yet, until all the characters are made, I don't even know what the complete story run's going to be. I mean, I've got my end goal in mind. I've got the stuff coming, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. But how to get there yet, I don't know.
Well, that part, I mean, the reveal, I'll play that by ear, and I'll just know.
Right on.
Oh, Brian just smacked his table.
Yeah, it's just computer's going wiggly.
Is it?
Wiggly.
Why don't you sell one of those gold bars you got there, and then just trade it off and get yourself a
Yeah, pull it out from under the
Hey,
leg.
we know.
Actually,
he's going to prop the table up.
Actually, Mel bought me a new computer. I'll get it on Tuesday.
Nice.
Nice.
So
What'd you
what
get?
you can't see is like on this side of the computer, on this side, the the housing is broken, and like half of my screen I can't see. It's like because the screen has been broken,
Oh,
So, jeez.
and then
Yeah.
like
you're coming
it's
through
really
pretty
jacked
good.
up. So
In December, I bought a new laptop and dual monitors in case I decide that it is in my best interest to work from home. I don't want to, so I'm not working from home yet. But if there arises a reason that I don't want to be there anymore, or that they don't want me in public anymore, I wanted to be ready. And so I got a new laptop and I'm all set up if I need to. And of course, my husband wanted an identical computer with all the bells and whistles that I had. So we both have new laptops. But
Yeah.
there were really good sales and I
No,
got a
you-
really good deal.
I am upgrading the RAM in mine
Yeah.
oh wow,
because
Nice.
I don't. Yeah. So I got this. Why do that? It's already. Yeah, I think it'd be plenty then. I don't think I'll have any of the minor irritations I have because it's just it's not enough. Processor's good and all that, but I'm
Yeah.
going to try that route first, and then tonight when we're done with this, I'll take it apart. And I didn't want to do it before the show though because if something were to go awry, then
yeah.
I couldn't do the show.
Your video's getting a little wonky, Greg.
My video is
Yeah.
yours kind of glitchy, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what yours is doing.
I see no problem over here though. I don't see any.
Oh yeah, that's what it's just minor, but it's doing it.
How's it coming across to you, Brian?
I mean, you guys look fine. I mean, I got
I never noticed.
again, my screen. I have all these like pixel lines across that is destroyed.
Yeah.
So you guys look fine. I mean,
You guys look great to me.
I think it's because you're on the phone.
Dee looks all
could
angelic.
be.
She got like a haze in her. on
That
her
could be
picture.
because I'm on the phone. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't
I will
finish
have the
my
hard line
writing.
in probably tomorrow. So
Oh,
hopefully
nice.
next time I can use the Nikon and do it through the laptop. I've got all that working, but when we tested it, the Wi-Fi just wasn't strong enough. It was pretty bad.
Well, watch out with the
So-
4K when it comes through. Like I told them, I got that ugly filter from Wish for 99 cents. I put it on to filter my face off.
Yeah.
If I'm going to
Like-
get in trouble for saying the words Combat Patrol,
You got little hearts on your cheeks
Yeah, that's
at all
right. I
times
should
or
do that.
whatever.
Greg,
Little
I need to talk to you about your
porn.
lighting because you've got good lighting.
Oh,
So I
really?
need to see what you're doing with the lighting, Greg.
oh, okay. Now this is expensive lighting.
Yeah.
Oh no.
See the mount up there? That's just so I can mount the camera. I put the pole up here so when I switch over, I can look down on because I got.
Yeah. That's because that's what the
Another-
cold's for. The camera.
So is that just fluorescent?
Yeah, it's just a.
Oh, I don't look at
Stoplight.
it fluorescent.
I don't worry about how I look.
I guess I need to stick with the angelic. It's just my
There you go.
See, Brian was nice to you. He told me,
ceiling
Greg,
fan light.
Greg, you're ugly, but people will adapt. I was like, okay, I got that. You can send it to me.
I never said you're
It's really nice.
ugly. I said you had a face for radio.
There you go.
I'm
That's
totally
good,
going
Brian. I
to use
like
that. That was good.
Now Clint's going to be.
And
stealing
my
that.
dual monitors. You can't really see
There
those.
you go.
But they light. The dual monitors are sort of lighting up my face, I guess.
Well, mine's it's the way I have a corner desk. This is a corner, so
Yeah.
this setup here is is this. It's a corner setup. Corner. There's my mic, my coffee, computer, all the other junk. It's just I'm sitting in a corner. Of course, there's a picture of a bear.
I was going to say, you got a bear painting over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not nothing special. I mean, I just picked stuff up as I could, and it's do what I can. Because like I showed Brian the one night when I first met, like part of my ceiling's still, being worked on. So don't want to show too much, but this is it. This is just my corner setup, and that's it.
That's cool.
Nothing fancy.
I'm at my I'm at my kitchen table.
Well, there you go. It works though, right?
Yeah, here's the kitchen table.
But you got a nice table to play on, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's the kitchen.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
that
sweet.
helps.
There's my
Yeah.
living room.
That's cool. You got some space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The table's nice, man, to game with. That looks
Yeah.
good.
it's pretty big. It's like a six person table or 8 person table. So it's
Yeah.
seeing the game.
Thanks, David. David says we look fine, so that's cool.
I have a black desk with the hutch, but it's so full of junk right now.
Yeah, it's not a fancy thing. I mean, I've had the mic. Well, Clinton, wouldn't I buy this mic about 3 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
roughly.
bought it for like $50 for the set, and that thing works fantastic.
Yeah, it's an awesome mic.
Yeah, my
If-
monitor,
Nice.
fancy. Walmart $75 monitor. I mean,
Well,
I did the Best Buy thing in December.
I got a new monitor. This one, the main monitor is a Dell monitor because they have all these cells on. So I did pick up that, and I got the RAM. So I'm just going to upgrade that because my processor is more than enough. But I just think it needs a little bit more RAM, help it out a bit. And then we'll go from there.
Have you guys ever watched Guerrilla Gaming, that YouTube
Yeah.
channel?
yeah, once in a while.
He's been doing a behind the scenes in the studio or something like that, right? And I guess he has like a warehouse that he films this stuff in or something, and he was showing like all of this stuff, like all of his armies, and dude, this guy has like
Yeah, he's got a lot.
cases and cases of many. He opened up a box. He's like, I don't even know what this is. And he opens up, and there's like 2 unopened, like second edition 40K box sets in there.
Oh,
There's
wow.
like, I mean, it's just all this stuff. It's just tons of it. It's got like, oh look, this is the original Car Wars and with all the minis, and oh here's all the FOSSA
But,
Star Trek minis.
see,
I'm just
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't remember. I think I have seen a video or 2 of those, but I don't know. Does he have a lot of sponsors and a lot of?
Yeah,
I think he just has money, period.
I think he's well off, Ash. I think he's well off. But again, I mean, it's pretty interesting. It's like it's cool to just see all the crap he has, man. It just brings back a lot of memories to like, oh my god, look at that! I remember having that or whatever. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've got a lot that's that way too, but it's all kind of scattered at the moment.
Yeah.
When we
Okay,
get
so-
to my room. Oh, sorry, go ahead,
David
Greg.
says, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. David there just said that he worked for Games Workshop for a long time. That's might be why he's got.
Oh, okay. He may
That
have,
could
okay.
be too. Yeah, that makes sense.
I know people like will send him stuff. I see that. I see like people like, oh, here you go. I sent you this. I watch a lot of modeling, like like plastic modeling channels. Like I'm a big modeler. But,
we need to talk.
Yeah, but there's this one guy. People will send him this stuff, and like
Yeah.
he got like a 1/35 scale like B-17 like sent to him for free. I mean that's huge. That's like massive.
That's expensive too.
It's freaking massive. And I'm just like, people are just sending them stuff. I'm like, whoa, who are these people?
Yeah, but you know what? After a while, you get. I'm sure they're known in their industry, and then they know people who know people, and so it kind of circles. Yeah.
And as modelers know modelers, they got millions of unbuilt models laying around.
Yes.
Well,
I got more
I get
coming
it.
actually.
No kidding.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've given stuff away, but not a 135 scale B-17 or whatever it was.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's a good size model. That's like a $200 kit.
Yeah, that's massive. I remember, I can't remember who. I think it was, it might have been Ertl. They did I think it was a 148 scale complete U-boat.
Yeah.
Like a Type 7 U-boat. And some guy he bought one. He took a picture of it. The thing is hanging out of his hatchback of his car.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's like 5 feet long or something, the box. I'm just like, damn.
You know, Ertl is here. Ertl is here in Dyersville, Iowa.
Oh, is it really?
It's about almost an hour drive from here.
Huh.
Yeah.
That miniature or that model Chen I was telling you about, he's done all these bios of all the little documentary bios. Of all the
I've been actually meaning to watch some of those.
Dude, watch those. I mean, it is nuts. It is so crazy how some of these model companies have maintained or even were created. It's pretty funny.
I watched one on Lindbergh once, and that was interesting.
Yeah, Lindbergh. Oh my god, Lindbergh are the worst, dude.
Yeah,
I never liked Lindbergh. They're cheap.
I wasn't a fan of their kits, but yeah, that's that's how you learn. No, see, they're not cheap.
Yeah.
They challenge your skill level to help you improve. They're training aids.
It's like,
nice.
This doesn't fit. I must make it fit. Oh yeah,
But you know what?
I've done some.
I think some of that's done on purpose myself. I think if they leave it rough enough that people got to do this, it's more them. Look what I did. Hey, you guys.
Masters.
Because people are really proud of the modifications they've gone through to get things to work. I'm watching videos. People really are.
There's some amazing modelers out there.
What I modeled when I was young, I used to model all the Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
I had all of those.
Those were Ertl, weren't those Ertls? Or
the original Star Trek stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them might have been, yeah.
I think they still have the copyright for all that, and they just keep releasing them or whatever.
Yeah, I had the Phaser, the Tricorder, the Enterprise. I had pretty much everything, and I read every Star Trek book. I'd be up till 4 o'clock in the morning reading, and then drag myself to school in the morning.
That's cool.
So I must have read at least 26 Star Trek books, including The Making of Star Trek, where it tells you, the design of the ship and what Gene Roddenberry was thinking, and just everything. And I just devoured that.
I love how the transporter became. They didn't initially do transporters because they wanted to use the shuttlecraft, right? But it was so expensive to film shuttlecraft stuff. Mm-hmm. So they just created this device, this writing device to get them to not have to use shuttlecraft. So they made the transporter specifically so they didn't have to model the damn thing. So it was pretty funny.
It worked, though.
It started a whole new thing.
Unfortunately, my mother cured me of that. One day, all my stuff was at Goodwill, apparently.
I would have
What did you just told your mom after
apparently
that?
Wasn't what girls were supposed to be doing.
Oh.
I don't know. It was just
I don't know. That's
weird all of a sudden.
That is awful.
It's like all those kids whose mothers threw out the first edition of Action Comics with Superman.
Yeah, or whatever,
that's a $10,000 per issue comic now.
Back in the old Golden Age book, I used to collect Golden Age comics. And one of the main reasons why they're so rare, first of all, it's their age, but second were all the paper drives during World War II. They would, they'd have these big paper drives, and they would say, "Oh, donate your comics for the war effort," and and the kids would be all excited, like, "Oh, I'm gonna give this and make B-17s out of it or whatever," and they did. So a lot of the books, a lot of the collectible books, were destroyed in that manner as well. So
that's too bad.
Now it's rare.
Yeah,
but I was a huge Golden Age fan, still am. I don't collect anymore. I just don't have the space or the money.
Yeah,
the comic book nowadays is like $5.
Yeah,
for like maybe like 18, 20 pages of actual content, like comic
Yeah.
content. This is like ads and shit, and it's just like $5. What?
I've
And then
gotten
I'm
now.
reading about, Captain America is gay, or Captain America is Hydra now. He's a Hydra agent. I'm like, what?
Oh, wow, that
What's
was,
going
yeah.
on?
That's because he
And
was
they're like-
undercover. But yeah,
Yeah, and then oh my god, this is a crazy one. X-Men, one of the new X-Men issues, they have Wolverine, Cyclops, and Psylocke. Is it who's the girl? Jean Grey, right?
yeah.
They're all lovers. They're all bi lovers.
Well,
like a
right,
couple.
they've kind of, so they've always had some sort of relationship thing, but not with, not between
Weird.
Cyclops and Wolverine. Wolverine's definitely a ladies' man.
Yeah, it's just like, what is going on? It's just insanity.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was laughing. I'm like, what? Wolverine? I don't think so. But hey,
no.
he's so old. Maybe he just want to try something different. I don't know. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, comic books are having a hard time right
Yeah,
now. They don't know where they're doing, or the cost is so much, man. I don't see how people can.
Well, everybody's on their phones too, Brian.
Well,
They're
They
not-
tried
a
to.
lot of the younger people went to anime.
Yeah, anime's huge. I mean, the
Right.
whole
Yeah.
idea of it and how it's packaged and all that stuff is really big. And the comic book companies are going that way because they don't this
Yeah.
monthly book stuff. They're thinking about putting like anthology books, kind of like the anime.
Yeah.
There's like several
Yep.
Right.
stories in like a monthly. It has like Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and
Yeah.
maybe a backup or something. But yeah.
Well, I tell you, Netflix is doing a good job with their anime stuff.
Oh yeah, they
Between
got a
the
bunch of
trend.
that stuff on.
But I just watched all the Pacific Rim ones, their anime. Damn, that was good.
We good?
And then all their new Transformers stuff is just brilliant because it's pre Transformers the movie, the original, and it's kind of pre the original series. It's building up because they're actually at the point where they're in the storyline now. The Ark has not crashed on Earth yet.
Oh, okay. So they're still on Cybertron.
No, they're not on Cybertron. Cybertron's dead or dying. The thing that would really, I don't know how much Transformers lore you know, Brian,
Not too much.
but no. Okay, so you ever see the movie, the Transformers
Yeah.
movie, the animated one? So you remember the
Yeah.
Quintessons, the multi-faced headed things?
Yeah.
So they always had those different personalities. So they touched on one of them they came across. He was psycho. He cut the other heads off. It was dark. I was like, damn, this is good, but it was dark. I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super impressed with this Transformers series on Netflix. That's one you should definitely check out. But the Pacific Rim, it went a different direction with Pacific Rim. Basically, the kaiju are one and the world's effed. And so these kids are in Australia. And so they're dealing with all these Jaegers, but they have these things called Jaeger drones, which were just unmanned Jaegers. And then at some point, some of the kaiju started bonding with the Jaeger drones, and you've got these hybrid kaiju Jaegers. And then
Oh, wow.
and then there
It's
are
not
also
only
these
kaiju, but they kaiju controlling robots.
Yeah.
well, it's basically an armored shell the kaiju wears. So the one is a really wicked beast, but then they've also got these kaiju that are about direwolf size that are running around through the abandoned cities. So it's really an interesting direction.
Huh.
So here's a deep question for you guys: Godzilla or King Kong? Who's going to pull it
Well,
off?
Godzilla, of course.
But I
Godzilla.
want King Kong to win because I'm a King Kong guy.
No,
But dude,
no,
Godzilla
no,
is powerful as hell,
Godzilla.
especially the new reincarnations of Godzilla.
Yes.
Like he can shoot his breath into space and stuff.
Yeah, I'm super impressed with the newer stuff with Godzilla.
I mean, he's like a beast, like world destroying. But I'm a big King Kong fan. I like King Kong better than Godzilla, but I mean Godzilla's. But this is my prediction. I don't know if I told you this, guys, but my prediction is at the end of the movie, because they say one of them's going to die. I say at the end of the movie, King Kong kills Godzilla, and at the very end, there's like an egg. Like Godzilla's like
Could
Godzilla.
be, yeah. That's what they did with
Godzilla's
Mothra.
dead, and they're like, yeah, and then they
Yeah.
pan down into the ocean, and there's a little egg, and they crack. Ooh.
Godzilla's a
Yeah.
girl or what?
Could be.
I mean, it could be. I don't
Actually,
know.
they never really established whether Godzilla was male or female.
Well, actually, I think in the 70s when he had, what's his son's name?
Well, you had the son of Godzilla, yeah, but
I think it assumed that that was his
yeah,
dad.
they assumed it, yeah, but
Yeah.
Don't we need two of them?
No. One's enough.
Maybe.
But you don't talk about such things.
Well,
it just happens.
because he's
Happens
supposed to be
behind
this
Godzilla closed
ancient,
doors.
yeah. I mean, he's supposed to be this ancient, basically dinosaur race. I mean, it's there could be multiples. I mean, look at all the other monsters that pop up. I mean, how many Mothras were there or are there? I mean, even in the new movie, there was already two Mothras, but you needed two Mothras because of the girls.
I mean, it depends on what timeline you're following.
Yeah,
Storyline. Because there's,
Yeah.
Godzilla's been around since what, 50?
yeah,
That's a
since
lot
the
of
50s, yeah.
content. Yeah, so, but
It's a lot of rubber suits.
That though?
yeah, true. Do it.
Yes, King Kong was 40s for King Kong.
Oh, yeah, 39.
Yeah.
39, okay, yeah, I knew it was older.
Yeah.
It kind of started the monster craze, and then Japan went with their lizard stuff, and then you had your Ultraman and your other Jaguar and all those weird ones.
God, that's some weird stuff, man, the Japanese.
And then we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Which actually, if you've not seen the new movie, it's actually not bad.
I was never a power. I was kind of like after my time. Like,
Yeah,
a
I
little
wasn't
older.
either, but the movie that they did a little while back actually is worth watching because it's really the big robot fight scenes and stuff is only at the end. So the rest of it is actually a movie. So it was pretty good. I was pretty impressed with it.
Oh. Yeah, I never was a Power Ranger guy.
Yeah.
I was a G.I. Joe guy growing up. That was my...
Yeah, G.I. Joe was cool.
G.I.
I
Joe
wish the movies had been better.
Yeah, they weren't good.
Well, it's G.I. Joe. They're supposed to just have
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
I was Barbie.
that was kind of...
it wasn't G.I. Joe, man. It's like some modern, depiction of it. It's
Yeah,
not
it was
G.I.
just
Joe.
kind of our version of every other action movie at the time.
Yeah,
Then out
just,
of the blue, they throw in Teletubbies.
Now they're redoing Mortal Kombat again, so we'll see how that
oh yeah,
comes
there's
out.
a new one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't look bad, but not that the other one was great. God, it was a Street Fighter movie. It was horrible.
Yeah. I mean, they are what they are. I think you walk into
Yeah.
that not expecting that to be Oscar material.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I've,
shouldn't.
I
Yeah.
had a few I walked into. It's either met my expectations, so I wasn't disappointed, or was much better than I thought it would be. So,
Yeah, you have your bar so low that hey, that wasn't so
Yeah.
bad.
that
I
wasn't
was
too
not
bad.
outdoorsy
Yeah.
Barbie. I had the Barbie camper.
Oh, Barbie Camper, huh?
Outdoorsy Barbie.
You were doing Star Trek episodes with your Barbies.
With my Barbie. Well, yeah. To be
There's a lot of
perfectly
Star
honest
Trek
with
stuff
you,
out there.
I was. Whenever I would watch something or read something, I would then recreate everything in my own little world, and I would be a character. So I did that a lot.
You painted your Barbie green.
No, I
hair.
just like it was me.
Yeah.
It was me in the storyline, and what girls think of and create. It always had a love story interest to it, but lots of adventure, and like with the Star Trek, I had to learn to do the shoulder roll with the the fight shoulder roll.
And punch with a double fisted punch.
I love the Kirk shoulder roll. That was fun.
That was a trip.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Well, I got to bail. I got to start making dinner.
Yep.
Mel's looking
See you
at
later,
me.
bro.
Yeah, I was just thinking it's about my time to start getting food going, too.
There you go.
Live long and
long.
prosper.
All right.
So.
All right, guys. We'll take it easy.
All right.
Try to get some
Yeah,
gaming in this
later.
week. Okay.
Well, we'll get some game creation stuff going this week.
Right on. All right, guys. Take it easy.
All right. Have a good day, Brian.
Bye.
Well, what you say there? It's already
Yeah.
getting dinner time. Take care, David.
Yep.
David, thank you for joining us, David.
I don't know how to click off, but I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
we can go
it
quick.
ends it. It'll end it. You don't
Yeah,
got to.
then automatically.
Yep.
Yeah, so if we can get a second there. Oh, boy. There we go. I'm just waiting for it to go through there. Okay, I can let you guys go. You guys have a good night then, Dee.
You too.
And Clint.
See you later.